We all have a story, we all have a tale. Well, there's a place I've come to know well, led by a man named Sty. He's full of stories, he is quite a guy. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite the guy. If you're feeling lonely, come and make a friend. If you need a story, on Sty you can depend. His voice is soothing like a lullaby. Sometimes he brings a tear to my eye. Sit around the campfire and hear him tell his tale. Some may be able to relate to him quite well. We're all just people looking for a place to go. Well, Sty has made one, and it is quite a show. Come meet Sty, he's quite the guy.
Well, good evening, everybody. I am so happy to be here with you folks tonight. I hope you will enjoy this evening's stream. Hey, I'm going to start shouting out who's been hanging out in the chat here real quick, and then I'm going to pull some friends up out of the basement here. Okay, who we got out there? Right from the beginning, B Wizzle showed up and said, hey. Then we got his Happy Inches Little Homestead. Awesome. Good to see you. It's been a while, actually. Metal Music Maniac. Yeah, always. He jumps in quick. Hey, Eric Pollock's in the house. Kirk Whipper, Voyager Center. Hey, Tim. Good to see you. Chasing the Reaper. Good to see you, James. Albert Barlow. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Some of our awesome regulars, you know. We got Samantha Lee's Originals. She's in the basement. How did you like tonight's intro? That was a re-recording of my channel song that she had written for me. And wasn't that an awesome start to the night? Oh, I love it. I love it. She made it hard for me now. I like the original. I like the new one. It's the same song, but under a different recording style. Plus, she has gotten so good on the uke. So I'm using them both. I use the old original for Around the Campfire, the new one for Sty Story Sundays. So I get to enjoy both during the week. So on I go here. And then we got Melissa Spencer. Sweet that you're here. Plain old Chuck. There's my buddy. There. What's cooking, Chuck? Alyssa Kerwood, Rainbow Angel. Awesome. Great to see you. The chat had a few folks chatting in there. We got Peppers in Kentucky Living. Great to see you. Great to see you here. Yeah, it was cool this week seeing a lot of my friends at different chats. And then I see them popping in here. It's awesome. And then we got Everything Spicy. He down in there. And we got Crazy Ann out there in the chat. We got Get Her Done Granny, and she's down in the basement. And I've got running water in the Sty Shack. Yeah. Isn't that surprising? Hey, I'm going to pull my friends up on the panel here. Oh, there's Cindy. Hi, Hunt for Heat. And Joe. Good to see you, Joe. Let's start pulling folks up. I'm going to do this. See, I'm selective, aren't I?
Hey.
He says, "Hi, Granny." You
tricked me. He tricked me, y'all. Everybody.
Don't anybody be calling her a lumberjack tonight. She's a lumberjill. She ain't a lumberjack. She's a lumberjill. Yeah, you betcha. I loved watching her out there swinging that old chainsaw around. Man, I'd marry her in a flash when I lived out at camp. With all the firewood I had to put up every year. I typically put up about 24 to 26 cord a year.
Whoa.
just to heat the two buildings out at camp. And I could have used a Get Her Done Granny out there. What I got was two people that would say, "Get her done, Sty." Yeah. and here's a gal that I've learned to love her twice now with what she's done for my channel with that theme song. There she is.
Hey, Sam.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey.
Oh,
Good to see you guys.
You too.
Yeah, that recording sounded great at the front end of the stream tonight.
Good
Sounded
stuff.
great. Yeah, I loved it. Loved it. Yeah.
I'm glad you
And
like
then I guarantee you, it's more than like.
How can anybody not like what you sing?
Oh, you're so
Exactly.
nice.
Exactly.
Oh, there's people out there, so
Yeah. Well,
They just don't have an ear for a good voice and stuff, you know?
Aw,
that's it.
bless your
That's
heart.
it. I've met a couple of deaf people in my life too.
Yeah.
And I look at it, that's their problem. Yeah. And then we got this crazy guy. Yeah, me too, Sam. My earbuds are just vibrating. I mean,
It's okay.
I think I just peed a little bit. That scared me.
It's okay.
calm down, Bill. Calm down. See, that's the kind of shit that happens when a guy like him has a 4-hour stream. I mean, when he hit the 2-hour mark, for crying out loud, I'm sitting here kind of getting everything put away and arranged for the night because he's going to shut down any minute. We're going to get the hell out of here. I go grab me a snack and watch some TV, and hell no, he goes another 2 hours. I did that. Totally. I thought, oh my God, I'm rubbing off on him. He's going to go long tonight. And he did. He did. Now, we got this guy that he doesn't know half the time where he is. He does know why he is because he's got to pay the bills, but he never knows half the time where he is. And that's running water. I told you I had running water in the Sty Shack. There he is. Mm-hmm.
I've already had my fill for tonight.
Here's your chance. Get your fill. Get your fill. Yep. Great bunch. Great bunch. Taking a quick look. I wasn't looking at the chat.
That's everybody.
Yeah, Hunt for Heat. His mic came in real hot. Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you were down there, la, la, la. You were down there, la, 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 and the rest of us are going, oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
I was a little louder than the rest of y'all, huh?
Yeah. And the worst part about that is trying to allow a nuclear bomb could drop about 5 miles from here, and I just think it was Phil la 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 and again on my stream. Hey, Killer Creations, great to see ya. Great to see ya. Yeah, the Packers do what the Packers do. It just doesn't feel like a real football season to me this year. I totally have not been able to get into the season because Lambeau Field being empty for games really makes me sick. So, hey, Lazy Nate, the real Mr. Shannonite. Hey. God. Been away for so long. That jigsaw puzzle of a chicken I was doing turned out to be a packet of cornflakes.
Are we talking about chickens again?
That's pretty good. That don't look nothing like the picture on the box. Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be a tiger.
Yeah. Oh, you got the tiger puzzle, huh? I had the toucan. That one was the closest one, but boy, all the pieces were round. I mean, yeah, none of them seemed to fit together. Weird bunch. Yeah, tonight's Sty Stories, it's a little different. They're all
a little different.
They're all a little different.
Oh.
Hey, watch it, buddy. I was looking at my Sty Story list today, and I didn't do a full actual count on them, but I've got 3 2/3 pages. Each page has 50 Sty Stories on it. And I got 3 2/3 pages of Sty Stories I've already done. And I looked, and I'm at about the halfway point now of my Sty Story list. So it took me almost 5 years to get to here. So yeah, we got Sty Stories. We got a few left. Yeah, just a few. By the time I'm done with my Sty Story list, oh my God, you guys will know a little bit about me. Yeah,
just a little bit.
Hey, there's Joe. Hey, good to see you, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hello.
Glad you could come up. Yep. Hey, Donald Morris, Bradley Whitworth. Hey, guys. Great to see you.
Jesus.
Donald, I'm going to be sending you an email, buddy. If I don't send one to you, you got to send one to me. I owe you a perk, buddy. I owe you a perk. You're on my outstanding perk list.
Be careful of all attachments.
That's it. No.
Don't open it at work.
Do they frown on blow balls at your work?
I get any packages. I get any packages from Europe or from Michigan. No, I always have a fire extinguisher close by. 911's on hot dial. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm pretty cautious. Pretty cautious. Today I was editing my very first hot thing that I ever ate on YouTube, and that was the Psycho chocolate bar. And I was editing that dang thing down into about 10-minute video. But it's going to be a long, like an hour-long montage of all the hot things I've done since I've been on YouTube. But I watched myself in that thing, and I'm going, what a wuss. I mean, and that thing is, I could sit here and eat that as a snack during a stream now. I mean, that Psycho bar, yeah, it's hot, but I can. The second one I ate, I never filmed any of it. I just ate it at night. I'd eat 4 or 5 pieces as a snack. But watching it today, I'm going, oh my God, that Sty guy, what a wuss. That nothing but Jalakia ghost peppers in that candy bar, and he's all, oh, it's so hot. Oh, no. Then I watch myself doing the VAT 19 bar, and I'm going, well, no, wait a minute. My reaction to the VAT 19 was about the same as the Psycho bar, so I must have built a little tolerance up during that period of time. Yeah. But I'm thinking of titling my montage of all the hot things I did and some of the garbage foods I've eaten as why I won't do it again. And then just make it clear to all of you, I'm not doing this shit no more. You guys are nuts. You're crazy. That chip tasted so nasty. The burn part was fun. The taste of it was so nasty.
Sounds
It's getting
like
to the it sounds to me like you pepperheads are just getting desperate. You're shoving that crap into anything. It's just, yeah, let's ruin the flavor of everything in the world. You know, oh, Mom made a beautiful angel food cake. Let's fill it full of Reapers. What?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie.
It looks like with all that black, it looks like that old nasty filter you get out of the fish water when you change your fish.
Oh, no, yes, it does. Oh. Hey, that is, yeah, that's so graphic. I mean, it's, oh.
Every time y'all eat
Yeah.
those, I just cringe.
Yeah, the black, slimy looking, just nasty, dirty filters out of a dishwasher. Oh,
I will agree with you that Pocky chip was kind of nasty. I will agree with you on that. But not everything that's spicy.
You know, I'm talking about flavor wise. You know,
right?
Because now I've eaten a few things. Well, not like even the Rummy Bears. Oh, those suckers kick your butt. But I did like the actual Reaper flavor. It had the flavor of a nice fresh Reaper. So I had that nice peppery, the pepper flavor. And I was surprised that I was able to recognize the flavor so well with the Rummy Bears. I figured they'd be like the little nitro that no taste, just eat, you know. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the pepper community, a bunch of crazy fuckers, boy. Yeah, Bradley had his Thanksgiving today. Yeah. Yeah, I was thankful for today when I got up. I go, oh, God, yeah, I made it. Another day.
Right side of the daisies.
Yeah.
Thankful every day.
That's right. Thanksgiving Day is 364 days because there is a Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Cole, good to see you, buddy. There's Cole outdoors. Yeah, it's that time of year. Put the kayak away. Yeah. Yeah, my old kayak. He's been put to bed, gonna hibernate for the winter in the trailer. That's what I wish I could do, is just hibernate for the winter. Just go to sleep, wake up, and go, Oh, look at the ice is gone, the snow is gone. Oh, it's warm enough to go camping and kayaking. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're retired. How is what you do any different?
Well, we can't sleep the whole winter away.
That's it.
Who wants to sleep
We
the whole
can't
winter?
sleep the whole winter. God
Well,
almighty.
then
You
take
should
6
try
weeks or you'll
you
go
should
to-
try just squeezing in 18 hours worth of sleep in a day. It's a
Oh my
bitch.
word! I would be
You
so.
know, you
lame.
work at it and work at it.
Yeah.
And it just I mean, my God.
I wouldn't be able to walk.
No, I tell you what, that's one thing I found about retirement. I do like a good night's sleep if I can get one. You know, if I get a here and there get a good night's sleep, oh God, it's priceless. But during the day, you get to our age and you're watching that clock and you're going, oh shit, there goes another minute. Ooh. You know, we don't look in the future, for crying out loud. We're looking back there going, holy shit, it's catching up. It's catching up. It's catching up. You know, there's a wall up here. You know, sooner or later you're up tight against that wall and that clock is going to squish you. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to throw those out of reach. The pistachios?
Yeah, I was sitting here going, nom, 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 nom. Another handful. You know what? I better throw those over there where they're out of reach. I quit eating on them.
I had to put my I buy my cashews in a 1.5 pound kind of bucket thing. And I got to have them all the way across the room from me. I just bought that thing 2 days ago and a third of it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, if you're nuts, you got to keep putting fuel in, you know?
Yeah, that's right. You got to keep feeding the fire.
See, and I'm that way with pistachios, but I got to get them shelled. I'm too damn lazy.
Well, that's what I got. Shelled. You know, I ain't gonna sit here and
Shell all
no,
that damn
you
thing.
kidding me?
And then all the mess you got to clean up. Yeah. And it's a lot easier to see if they went wormy if they ain't got the shells on them. I'll never forget that when my daughter was eating those wormy pistachios. Dad, would you like a few pistachios? And she gives me a few. I'm driving on the road and I look in my hand. This little freaking white worm comes crawling out of that one. And I just like, oh, spit them out, spit them out. What do you mean spit them out? They're all gone. Oh, no. Showed the ex-wife, look what's in my hand. She's going. And then, of course, you know, moms aren't that sharp sometimes. Oh, my God, there's worms in those. You had to say it. You had to say it.
Now everybody's
Now
going,
I got a puking kid in the backseat. Yeah. 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 Nothing worse than a wormy pistachio.
That's not a bad idea there, Harry. Taco Bell needs to come up with a Packy taco.
Yeah.
Even if they did the ghost pepper, because you know the Packy one chip sucks. It tastes like shit. But even if they did like the
Right.
ghost pepper chips,
Right.
made that,
Right.
or even the what is it, Fiesta Lime, or what is that other one that's just below the ghost pepper that's really good?
I think it's jalapeno lime.
Something. Oh, not the jalapeno. Oh, whatever. Either way, yeah, they made some
Yeah.
of those. The problem with Taco Bell is when they make those flavored taco shells, you can hardly taste any flavor to them.
Well, that's it. If they,
That's pretty much their lineup. You need to have sauce
right.
for Taco Bell to taste anything they really make.
Well, and that's it. Is with Taco Bell with their specialty shells. If they lived up to the title of the shell, it'd be okay, you know. But
They
really,
had
they
Dorito
don't.
one.
They don't.
We had a Dorito
Yeah.
one, but it didn't taste like Dorito.
No.
So mild, so weak.
Well,
I was
yeah,
able to
they
find
don't
that.
want it overpowering the mild, weak. Everything tastes the same shit that's inside of it.
Yeah, they should smother those fake tomatoes, that fake cheese, and that fake lettuce, and that bland beef.
Yeah.
I was having that conversation with my wife on the way back from dropping Mirny off at her mom's house. It was just like, wait, I don't think I've had Taco Bell, but maybe once, maybe twice since I went back to work from COVID. Because when the wife was home, man, we were having tacos at least twice a week. Wife would ask the kids, "What do you want for tacos?" And I was in, Nice seasoned
Oh.
Ortega beef and
Yeah.
grilled cheese and sour cream and
Yeah.
grilled tomatoes. Yeah.
Homemade.
If you're eating homemade tacos on a regular basis and you go to a Taco Bell or a Taco John, oh yeah, you're ready to head home, throw that stuff in the nearest dumpster, go home and make your own again.
And no cucumbers on my tacos or nothing crazy like that.
Yeah. Sometimes I think they stuff them full of possum meat. Their peppers.
Well,
Yeah.
I was told by my daughter who actually worked there that when they get their meat, it's just a dry block of, and they have to put water into it to hydrate it. To make
Right.
it.
Yeah. Well, I rented a property to a taco. Was that a Taco John or a Taco Bell running water? You remember hearing that?
Taco John.
With Taco John's? Yeah. I went in there one time to argue with the guy who was late on his rent, and I'm in the kitchen arguing with the franchise owner, and I'm watching these guys, and I go, why do you have on your steam table, why do you have two of those big containers of meat there? And he goes, what do you mean? We don't. And I go, well, yeah, right there, those two. He goes, no. On the left, refried beans. On the right, meat. I couldn't tell the difference between the two.
Oh, God.
Looking at them. And he says, it's real easy to tell the difference. He says, there's a spatula in the meat. And he says, and there's that paintbrush thing in the refried beans. What the hell? They got this stiff paintbrush that they're putting the refried beans, they paint them on. And then they take a spatula and they get a big glob of goo on it and spread that on, and that's the meat on the refried beans. You can't tell the difference. They were the same thing. It's terrible. Inspections. They're inspecting to see how clean the place is. They're never inspecting it based on quality of food. There's no way in hell.
Yeah. Well,
And I always said that if you eat at Taco Hell, you're going to end up sitting in the Taco John's. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it bugs me that they have that special tool at Taco Bell, that masonry grout spade deal, to scoop that out. It's just a long, like, it looks almost like a wood turning blade that they use to scoop that out, and it's got holes in the bottom to drain out the extra juice, and then they slap it in there. It's like, yeah, no.
Yeah. You're ruining my next 12 hours of appetite. We're almost there. A couple minutes, I'm going to tell you guys a Sty story tonight.
Look like I got gremlin over my shoulder.
Right?
Yeah. Look at that dog. Look at.
He wants to know why he's got to stare at the back of your head.
I like how his head goes.
No, don't poop there. Oh, no, go ahead, poop there.
What?
He's looking.
Yeah, like,
He's looking at you like, God, he's a goofy fucker. Look at that shit.
snack, treat.
He's tortured.
He got us all trained. Good boy, baby. You got us all trained.
He is so cute.
Bean's wondering why the hell you're not ordering delivery.
Taco Bell.
Right?
Yeah. You've been talking Taco Bell. Look at I hate perks his head up.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Oh.
Taco Bell. Get the number 2.
Taco
Number
Bell.
2.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh, God.
Bean, you goofball.
Not get nachos.
Oh,
Queso?
nacho.
Some chips?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Let's get the old Sty story out of the way here. I'll get this all set up. Get my friends
Yeah,
off to the
poke the bear
side.
on that one.
The what?
Poke the bear.
Okay. Tonight's Sty story. How did that get there? Okay. Now I've had a few people tell me that my titles that my titles upset them because they get an impression of what they think the Sty story is going to be about. And I keep telling them, no, good luck. I mean, it's like playing roulette. Every title I do is relevant to the story, but probably not in a way that you will perceive it without hearing the story. Okay. So how did that get there? Okay, back in the late 1960s, I was in the Boy Scouts, and our troop, ours was actually one of the smallest Boy Scout troops around the Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota metro area. You know, at that time you had quite a few more folks than about 1,000,000 plus within the two cities. It was a big metropolitan area. And our troop was one of the smaller ones. We only had, I think, 20 boys in the whole troop. And they decided they're going to hold this metro area event for all the Boy Scout troops. And we're all supposed to meet at this one real awesome county park. And what the deal was is they told us all and they didn't tell us why at first, but they told us all we had to go collect pill bottles. You know, you've all seen these pill bottles. That we all had to go out and get our own pill bottle, right? Well, that was easy in my household. We always had grandma or grandpa or some old coot living with us. So there was always medicine bottles. So I thought I'll bring a few spares. I brought a bunch of them. And we get to this event, and it was insane. There was, it was like 15 troops from the metro area, and it worked out to like 380 Boy Scouts. Tons of them. Well, I wasn't the only one that brought extra pill bottles. There were people that brought bags full of them. And they decided each scout will do 2 of this project. You got to do 2 of them. Okay, what's the project? Well, first thing you got to do is peel the labels off all your pill bottles. And then they gave you these little slips of paper, and they were pre-printed, and there was a spot for you to print your name in. And you were supposed to roll those up, those 2 pieces of paper, stick them inside the pill bottle, right? Well, the one piece of paper explained what it was and who you were. The other piece of paper had a number on it. And they were keeping track of who they gave these pieces of paper to, each scout. And the one with the number on it said on there, please return this to this address. And then you turn it over, it's got your scoutmaster's address on the back. And we're thinking, what the hell is this all about? Well, then here comes a big, if you know what I'm talking, it looks like a UPS delivery truck. You know, it's like a big bread truck. It comes pulling in. And we thought, what's in there? Lunch, you know? And all of a sudden, here comes 3 more behind it. When they opened the back door on that first one, that sucker was packed tight full of helium-filled balloons. And we all had to go grab 2 balloons, and you tied that pill bottle to that balloon. So here you've got almost 400 kids, each with 2 helium balloons, each balloon tied to a medicine bottle with 2 notes in it. And we're all out there with them balloons. And they said, now what we're going to do is we're going to release these balloons. And we're going to have a first, second, and third place winner. In the next 3 months, any responses we get back of people that find your pill bottle wherever it lands and returns that tab in it, and it's attached to you, first, second, and third place, it's $100, $50, and $20. Oh yeah, now it was worth it. Yeah, trying to figure out, can I get away with just 1 pill bottle and tie the 2 balloons together, you know? Because what it was is the first, second, and third place was based on how far did your balloon go. If you let your balloon go in Minnesota and it landed in New Jersey, wow, that's a long ways, man. Yeah, thumbs up. If it makes it across the Atlantic, boy, you're a rich man. You get the $100, I bet you. So I thought, you know, it really did seem like pretty even odds, you know. We're out there, almost 400 of us. All you saw was a big sea of balloons. Now, can you imagine doing that today? We'll get into this in a second about the environmental impact of what we were doing. This head scout character for the whole state of Minnesota gets up on this platform and he announces, on the count of 3, everybody release your balloons. And it was funny because there was about, you know, you got almost 400 kids. There was about 20 balloons took off before he even got to start counting down. And he's going, whoever let their balloons go, disqualified. How the hell are you going to find out who let them go? There's 400 of us out here. You guys don't blame me. When he did his countdown, we let them damn balloons out. I mean, I tell you, the whole sky was just plastered with them freaking balloons. And they're all heading east. Prevailing winds out of the west. And they're all heading east. And we're all just like, yep. And we're, all of us kids, of course, yeah, mine's going to make it to New York. Well, now it came time to wait for a response. You can't win if someone doesn't find it and mail it back. The responses started coming in within a week. Now it's 3 months it went out. For 3 months, they would accept any responses coming in. And within a week, these responses are coming in. And our little troop of 20 guys, we had 4 responses in less than 2 weeks. And I'm like, that ain't good. But then I realized, wait a minute. That means my balloon's probably still traveling. No, I'm good. I thought, I'm never going to get a damn response. We only had about 11 days to go before the cutoff. Finally, the Scoutmaster calls me. He says, guess what, Sty? He says, you got a response today. I go, oh, really? Where is it from? And I can't remember the little town, but it was in upstate Maine. I'm going, oh, that's a contender. I bet you I'm at least in the top 10. Upstate Maine. That's awesome. 2 days before they were going to cut it off and announce the winners, my Scoutmaster calls me and he says, you're not going to believe this. And I said, did I get a second response? He goes, oh, did you ever? He says, I got a feeling you just might win first place. I go, where did it land? In France or some damn place? He goes, Los Angeles. I go, and I mean, I'm just a kid, and I knew better. I go, how in the hell did that balloon go west? The winds don't blow west from here. There's no way that. And he goes, we've been trying to figure that out too. Did that damn thing blow all the way around the damn planet and land on the West Coast? Because all the winds from here are westerly prevailing. It could have gotten it over the Gulf Stream, and the prevailing winds turned north. It could have headed north over Europe and then headed west again. And we just don't know, but it showed up in Los Angeles. And then he kind of giggled. And I go, well, what's so funny? He goes, I'll tell you when we get together for the announcement, you know. Well, so they had this weekend thing planned, and we all showed up back at that county park, and they got 400 kids out there waiting to hear this guy get up there and announce who won. And he announced the third place winner, and they were, I can't remember, they were near Maine somewhere, and then another one that was somewhere farther down the East Coast. And when he got to number one, he says, this one comes with a story, which is cool because look at how many years later I get to put it on a story list. He says, this one comes with a story. He says, our first place winner is Sty. And I'm like, wow, $100. I tell you, in 1969, $100 man. I knew adults that it would take them 3 months to earn that. And I just won $100. I couldn't give a shit what the story was. I just, where's my $100? So this guy has got to go through this drawn out story about my balloon and how they at first had assumed that that balloon had made it all the way around the fucking planet. I had talked when my scoutmaster had thrown out that theory. I had school the next day. When I got into school, first thing I did was chase down my science teacher. I said, hey, we did that balloon thing with the scouts. He goes, yeah. I said, my balloon showed up in Los Angeles. Can a helium-filled balloon make it all the way around the damn planet to Los Angeles? And he looked at me and he didn't give a shit. I was just a kid. He said, whole day in hell. Ain't happening. So how the hell did it get to Los Angeles, right? So this guy doing all the announcements of who won and shit, he goes, we just received a follow-up letter from the person that found Sty's balloon. And he said, this letter I got to read to you, and I can't remember it verbatim. But basically what the guy is saying is that he is a flight engineer, and I can't remember for what airlines it was, in Los Angeles. And he said they had a plane that left where, I think it was Buffalo, New York, that had left Buffalo, New York, destination LA. And he said, and it was scheduled for servicing when it got to LA. So it went over to their servicing hangars. And he said, I had to service the whole plane. I had to inspect every square inch of that plane. And he says, in one of the ailerons, which are flaps on the wings, he said, in one of the ailerons, he said, I saw a piece of, looked like kite string hanging from it. And he said, I thought, what the hell? How'd that get in there? And he says, when I went and yanked that out, it had a pill bottle tied to the end of it. That plane picked up my freaking balloon on its way to Los Angeles. And of course, the balloon must have popped the minute the plane caught it. But that string was caught in that aileron. And they said the only reason that aileron would have been in a position to catch it was that balloon had to have been floating across the airport as that plane was taking off. So my balloon chose to head the other direction. So how did it get there? My balloon decided to take a flight. It didn't want to fly itself. It just said, oh shit, I flew far enough. I'm going to catch the next flight. And hell, I'm going to go to sunny California. So I won $100 because an airplane picked up my balloon and took it the opposite direction and had everybody for about 5 days thinking, did that balloon make it all the way around the world? No, it just caught a flight out west. And then it was funny because I found out that the balloon that landed in upstate Maine, that would have been first place even if they hadn't found the one in LA. So yeah, that was one of my lucky days, I'll tell you. And part of me wishes they would not have figured out that it hitchhiked a ride on the airplane, because we'd still be thinking today, how did it get there? Because there's no way in hell you can release a balloon in Minnesota and have it head west. It ain't going out there. It's not going there. Yeah. So there you go. That's how it got there. That's your story for tonight, guys. Pull all my buddies back up. There we go.
That was cool.
Yeah, well, technically that balloon went to Buffalo and then it went to LA.
Well, yeah, you know, and that one of the kids in our troops brought that up. He goes, you know, Sty, he says, actually, he says, you got to figure the miles from near Mound, Minnesota, all the way to Buffalo, New York, and then back to LA. You got to add those miles to and from Buffalo to it. And I said, well, they weren't thinking that much. That's getting pretty close to halfway around the world, I guess. I'm just glad that damn thing some weird way didn't get sucked into an engine and have the engine go out and the plane crash, kill 184 people. And then they find out, yeah, we figured out what took the plane down. There was a pill bottle for some reason that got in the engine. Yeah, we got the guy's name. oh, shit. Goes back to my other side story. Wyoming needs cowboys. I'm out of here. Yeah. But I do want to have a little discussion on, think about, okay, we released about 400 balloons, right? And they had string on them. Some of them had nylon string, fishing line, these big rubber balloons with that plastic pill container. And we released all those off into our environment. Now, they figured that less than 8% of those balloons released got responses. I was amazed. I was only one of 5 guys that got both of theirs responded to. Where did all the rest of those balloons go? They're all stuck in the butts of dolphins and whales out there in the Atlantic. I'm telling you. I mean, that's terrible. They're sharks that were pooping out pill bottles. I mean, this is terrible. They're terrible. There's birds out there with string wrapped around their neck and tied to their ankles, you know? I mean, and the Boy Scouts did that to them. Oh. Yeah, I don't think they do that anymore. Actually, here in the state of Wisconsin, it's actually illegal. And it's up to $1,000 fine for releasing a balloon. You're not allowed to release technically you're not allowed to release them. And you know which ones these people are still releasing around here? The ones they buy at the Dollar Tree, the Mylar balloons that don't decompose in any sense. Oh yeah, look at, they come in, they'll buy 20 of them damn things. They run outside and they go, ah! They do it just for the fun of it. and to me, it's kind of like the California thing with straws. You're not allowed to have straws. You know, maybe Dollar Tree shouldn't be allowed to have balloons. I don't know.
Yeah.
No more balloons.
I get a Mylar balloon and put your name in a pill bottle on it and send it out tomorrow.
You F yourself.
I've got your address too.
You F yourself. For every one you send, I'm sending 10.
You'll never know.
Well, then I'll just pick a number. I think Phil sent 20 of them.
Wow.
I better do up 200. I'll go down to Dollar Tree. It'll cost me about $30 and go to Walmart and get my little cylinder of helium. And that would be dirty, though.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Oh, I got all these pill bottles. I counted them the other day, and I got I got 186 empty pill bottles here in my place. Yeah. Anybody got a use for pill bottles? I got them all. Look at. Okay, my pill bottles are right over here, and with pills in them that I got to take. I got these laying all over on this side. The last 3 weeks of them are all laying here. I got to take these, and I got to go put them in that drawer. Well, no, they won't fit in there. I got to find somewhere else to start putting them. But I got a drawer that Running Water knows what cupboard I'm talking about too. It's that one of Grandma Betty's, that big tall. Yeah. It's about 3 feet long and it's about a foot wide, and that bottom drawer is almost a foot deep. That bottom drawer, you open it, pill bottles fly out because they're in there so tight they just pop out when you open the drawer. That whole drawer is full, and I've got pharmacy bags like this. This one's full of pill bottles. I've got 16 of these in a china cabinet. These bags full of pill bottles. So I'm trying to figure out something to do with it. You know.
I know what to do with those pill bottles.
Okay, I'll leave them at your house.
Sty.
Well, you know, I've got the supplies at home. I'm gonna make little footstools about yay big, and we'll put them in there and call them Sty stool samples.
Hey, if you're making the footstools, I'll split the profits with you, buddy. Do it. You figure out. Even look online. Try to find miniature stools.
Oh,
they gotta look like They gotta make like like a 3-legged wooden stool.
Yep. Yeah. You take like an inch dowel and you just cut out little discs. You put the 3 little legs on there, and then we could take and use a brand stamp and put Sty on the top of each stool.
Just put a big S on it. Just put a big S on each one.
Yeah,
and Sty stool samples. No problem. You betcha. I can give those out to my members. Yeah. Better yet, you drill a tiny little hole through the seat of the stool and put a lanyard on it so they can wear it like a necklace, Yeah. What's that around your neck? One of Sty's stool samples. Yeah. Sounds good to me. But yeah, them damn medicine bottles. I keep telling my pharmacist, when are they going to come up with something biodegradable to put your damn pills in? I tried to convince him. I told him I'd even pay him a premium, an extra payment, if he'd put them in Ziploc bags for me. Because I'm sick of these frickin' bottles. I said, as far as I'm concerned, they can take one of those white bags. They can use one bottle, count out my pills for this script, dump it in the bag. Take that bottle, do the next script in it, dump it in the bag. Until that bag's got all my pills for the month in it, I'll sort the fuckers out. Don't worry about it. It'd be worth it to not have to deal with all these stinking pill bottles. And the worst thing is, these stinking labels got too much information on them. You don't want to be just throwing these in the general trash, and it takes a lot of Sharpies when you got 186 of these and you're trying to black out all that stuff. And then most of this, you go over it with a Sharpie, it shows right through it.
Mm-hmm.
So you almost have to use paint. So instead I sit here and my pharmacist has gotten better. When they put the labels on, they don't press them on. They press at one corner and then they just kind of easily slide the label on it. So they usually, they start pretty good to peel them off, and they usually peel off without tearing. But before, he had pharmacy assistants that would put the labels on, and I know damn well they're putting the labels on, and then they're going, there, the label's on there, good. Fuck you! I gotta take that off. Don't put it on so tight.
So
Jeez.
at one of the local hospitals here, they actually have a like a medication return area
Where you can get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now downstate where I was living, that pharmacy there, you could drop your empty pill bottles in this. It looked like a deposit tray at a bank or something, You just drop them in there and like a Goodwill box,
Yes.
And I like that. The another thing I couldn't understand, it's the dumbest shit in the world. Being diabetic, and I was on insulin for years, and oh yeah, you got to be careful. I had my Sharps container. Take my shot, put my needle in the Sharps container. Blink. You can't dump them back out. You can't get them out of there. Once they're in there, they ain't coming out unless you cut the container open. Well, then what do you do with the container? Well, at that time, they were saying, oh, just throw it in your garbage. Well, all these crackheads are out here stealing all of your Sharps containers out of the dumpster. And it's like, oh, yeah, aren't I a big help? I mean, jeez. They're less likely to use one of your old needles if you just throw it in with all last night's mashed potatoes and gravy and the garbage, than it is, oh my God, I got a whole container. I got a month's worth here. I'll take that out of the dumpster. All I got to do is wipe the outside of that container off, and all the needles are in there. There are some things about pharmaceuticals. Hey, I could be like E-Waste Mike. I could sit here while we're chatting on my streams and peeling labels. There you go. Yeah. I'm just like E-Waste Mike now. I'm micro labeling. Have you ever read all these little yellow stickers they put on these bottles?
No.
It's really shocking when you've been taking a med for 6, 8 months, a year, and then you decide to read the label like this one. It says take with food. Oh, okay.
Right.
And then the next one says to check with my doctor or pharmacist before drinking alcoholic beverages while using this medicine. Shouldn't my doctor or pharmacist have told me that rather than putting it on this bottle?
I think they.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The tamper-resistant ones.
Yeah.
That's for pain.
Well, I felt like a real moron when I told my pharmacist, because they'd send me these damn things, right, with the caps on them like this. Right? Well, I hate these damn childproof. You got to push that fucking lever down and get that cap open, right? And I told him, I said, would you quit giving me these damn childproof fuckers? I said, give me some of the good old-fashioned, just pop the lid off bottles. He goes, Sty, look at, and he goes, see, childproof. You pull the lever down, you take it off, turn it upside down. And guess what? It's not childproof anymore. Oh, you some bitch. Why don't you teach us how to use these things? I mean, Jesus Christ. You just go and switch shit up and don't tell anybody, right? So I've spent 2 years bitching at myself about these childproof fuckers. And here they are childproof. They're not childproof if you flip the cover up. And then they work out good, because these bigger bottles, they get full of my pills, and I can sit it here on the studio, and I can throw my loose change in that cap. And then at the end of the week, when I got to refill my pill tray, I just dump all that change into my big change drawer over there. So yeah, you got to make use of everything, But But yeah, I think this peeling labels while I'm streaming is a good idea. Damn, that's sharp. What a good idea. There you go, running water. Now you got me thinking. What kind of weird Sty product can I put in these things and send out to my members?
Here's a beard hair.
That's that's definitely outdoor lovers only. I treasure my beard hairs. Don't go there. Be careful. You're pushing it now, Joe.
Oh, just get them off your brush, because we all know that you manicure that thing when we get off.
I'm pissed off. I ran out of beard balm, so my beard looks so shabby all the time. If I use beard balm, then it's puffier and fuller. Yeah. It looks puffy and full when I'm outdoors, and people go, Jesus Christ, Sty, what do you do? Wash that thing 4 times a day? No, it's the humidity when you're outdoors. That humidity just makes the beard puff right out.
Yeah, but yeah, if you want stool samples, it could only take a couple hours to make like 100 of them.
What are you having for dinner, for God's sakes? No, I think stool samples is funnier than hell. And yeah, I wouldn't need, but you make 100 prototypes just to test the market, right?
Yeah,
Because I don't want to be stuck with 1,000 fucking stool samples. That's, how do you explain that shit? Someday I need the EMS services. The ambulance shows up. They come in the house. And they look around. They go, "What the hell is all of this?" Oh, make sure to lock the place up. I don't want anybody getting all my stool samples. They won't give a shit if you're having a heart attack or not. They're taking you to a different hospital than you expect. Yeah.
Well, they could be dual purpose. Yeah, it's a little novelty thing, but then you take and put some fire starter underneath it, and you can use that to start your fire. It's already TP'd up and ready to go. Yeah, people all over.
You're pushing it. You're pushing it, buddy. You're pushing it, buddy. That would be perfect. The size of these. I mean, the size of these. I could have fire starter kit at the bottom with the stool sample stuffed on the top of it, and they could be called stool sample fire starters. We're on to something. We're on to something. I'll call my marketing agent tomorrow morning. Start working up some ads. We're going to be doing Sty stool sample fire starters. Damn right.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure I have an S.
Guaranteed the light with what? Guaranteed the light with one Reaper pepper. Eat one Reaper pepper and you'll fire this puppy right up. I hated that, looking at all my old challenge videos and stuff. I ain't doing that no more.
But by the way,
kind of. I'm gonna order one of those candies that Sam got filled though. I got to get some of those. I'm not gonna eat the whole damn tube like he did. I think those would be kind of fun to do, during the stream. Just I'll do a cap full of those tonight. Yeah. Because there's no challenge rules or nothing, Just every once in a while get that, God, that was miserable look on your face, Yeah.
Thank you, Sty. You actually reminded me. I need to pick up some more fire starters for my grill.
Hey, I tell you what, I love these things.
Cricket.
Cricket. But good luck buying these suckers. You can get them. You can get them on Amazon for $8 a box, or you can get them on eBay for $10 a box. I got a box of 10 boxes for $10. because Dollar Tree contracted for 8 months with this company just to kind of, because these are made in Sweden, I believe. Yeah, they're made in Sweden, and they were never marketed in the U.S., right? And Sweden wanted to just introduce it to the U.S. to see if it'd be a gainful market for them. So they entered a contract with Dollar Tree to sell these at $1 a box just to introduce them to the country. Well, once I saw these in the store, I said, shit, I'm going to buy a case of them. So I grabbed 10, a case of 10, and then I grabbed one box. And there's 20 fire starters in this box, and each fire starter burns for 5 minutes. So these things are sweet, and they strike on the side of the box like a match. And they burn for 5 minutes. I've started small charcoal piles, got them going and ready to cook within 5-10 minutes using one of these. And these things are sweet. So what I'm going to be doing during the winter, I'm going to give a couple boxes of these away randomly in some of my streams this winter. I'm just going to, surprise everybody and say, type this in the chat, and you get a chance to win a box of those, and I'll ship it off to them. I don't care where in the world they are, because the damn thing only cost me $1, so the shipping,
Type in, that's what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the ones that are made out of pine wood shavings and paraffin.
Yeah.
But I've got a rechargeable lighter that at the very end of it, it's got 2 diodes, and it actually has it's basically like a like a little mini stun gun, basically.
Yep. Yeah. It looks like a little mini stun gun when you look at the end of it, when you push it. I got a cigarette lighter like that. Feels like it. Yeah. No shit.
Imagine.
It does.
Oh, it does.
I just for the
I had to do
just
it.
for the me too. Just for the hell of it, I took my cigarette lighter and I clicked it, and all it's got is these 2 blue lines going crossing each other. And I got real close, and I'm going, that's just electricity. So I put my finger on it, clicked it, felt like I blew my finger right off my hand. Holy Jesus, is that a lot of juice that thing's putting out? Yeah.
Good.
It's just it's a taser for muskrats or raccoons. Back off, raccoon. I'll tase you with my little rodent taser. Yeah, those electronic ones. Did you hear, Phil, what we're going to be doing with these pill bottles?
No, I missed it.
Running water is going to get a wooden dowel that's smaller diameter than the inside of the pill bottle, a wooden dowel, and he's going to cut little slabs off, right? So you got these little round wooden discs, and then he's going to get little, maybe like 1/16 of an inch wooden dowels and cut legs, all these little legs, and he's going to glue 3 little legs on that so that you got a stool. And we're going to drop these in these pill bottles, empty pill bottles, and I'm going to market these on my channel that you can buy a Sty stool sample, $9.99, and I pay the shipping. Yeah. So everybody can have their own Sty stool sample.
Don't encourage him, Running Water. You know better than this. We've had this conversation, haven't we? Haven't we had this conversation when Dad's not around?
And we're going to take it even further. We're going to make it underneath the stool. We're going to have fire starter in there. It'll be a fire starter kit. And we'll call them Sty's Stool Sample Fire Starter Kit. Yeah. So you get the souvenir stool sample, and you can start a fire.
With 1 ply of toilet paper.
Well, yeah, we'll make sure that there's a sheet of toilet paper as part of the fire starter. Yeah. And it's not as if that's never been on toilet paper before, but it'll have petroleum jelly on the toilet paper. Well, it makes it burn better. Now, come on, guys. You know the bushcraft thing.
Kerosene.
I'll tell you what, that's one of the best.
Whether Vaseline or petroleum jelly ignited.
That Vaseline is one of the best things to use to make fire starters. It absolutely is.
Oh.
It burns so good, and it's a consistent long fire. You take a cotton ball and saturate it with Vaseline, and then you put it in containers like this. You can stack about 20 of those cotton balls in one of these. You take one out and you just pull the fibers apart until it's fluffed up, but it's all soaked with Vaseline. It takes very little heat. A ferro rod, strike of a ferro rod, a hot spark, a little bit of a flame, poof, she'll take right off and she'll burn for about 3-4 minutes.
Sty school sample and homemade napalm.
Yeah. I'll make sure every one of these stool samples are after I've eaten something from Phil.
Hey, we don't want to make
sure.
Bottle, do we?
I want to make sure that they are at least viable fire starters, you know. It's going to be pretty bad, though, when I got to put labels back on them with warnings, you know. Do not get on your skin. Don't breathe the fumes.
Don't lick it.
Oh, Phil, if you're watching, oh shit! Oh, they fell down. Oh, there's one. I'm gonna have to go get them all and I'm gonna get a box set up over here. I'm turning into e-waste Mike.
You're gonna be an asshole too.
I got to work on that too. Shit, but you see this nice pill bottle? Mm-hmm. This is what they look like before. This is what they look like after. I'm micro labeling. I've got 186 of these pill bottles that I got to pull the labels off of, and I never do it because I got better things to do. So from now on, during my streams, I sit here and micro label and pull labels off these pill bottles while I chat with you folks.
Yeah. Well, and then when I come home next month, I'll whip out 100 or so stool samples for you.
Oh yeah. Oh God! When you said I'll whip out right there, where's the mute button? I don't want to hear what you're whipping out when you get home. I got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, we don't want those samples either. So hey.
No. No. I want fresh, new Vaseline on those cotton balls.
Oh, Bean can help out with that.
Yeah, Vaseline works. Lotion does not.
Yeah, we don't need scented fire starters, really. No.
No WD-40.
Hand sanitizer. Oh my God! I understand most of my audience. They don't surf around and watch the bushcrafting channels as much, but when buy all the toilet paper and all the hand sanitizers, everything you can out there, the bushcrafters is going, some bitch. Because we used to go out and buy the big bottles of hand sanitizer because it's some of the best fire starter too. That shit works so good for fire starter. Hand sanitizer is great. You buy those little bottles of hand sanitizer, and in the bushcrafting world, that's a survival item. You got to throw a bottle of hand sanitizer in every pack, because they're such great fire starters. Same with chapstick. Chapstick is an awesome fire starter, and it's because it's petroleum jelly based, and it's got a certain amount of wax in it. So yeah, lip balm is another survivalist fire starter. But now I understand how Mike can sit there and get a lot done. I'm sitting there peeling labels off of bottles. Yeah, this is pretty freaking cool. Don't miss a beat. You just, once you figure out the process.
Don't miss a beat.
I'm gonna dedicate maybe it'll be December. But I'm going to dedicate one whole month of every time I'm on your stream. I'm going to throw out a nasty innuendo for anything that I hear you say.
I just repeated what you said. How was that? What's wrong with me repeating?
That's what I'm going to be doing too. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Just try to say something nice. I'll fuck it up. I'm waiting. Just try to say something nice. I dare you. Oh boy. Well, now I feel terrible because I did five of these bottles, and that means I've got 181 of them left to go. And they're all way the hell across the house. Damn it. Yeah. I'll be prepared. I'll be prepared next time I sit on Phil's panel. Everybody will be wondering, why isn't Sty saying so much? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm e-waste miking you.
Yeah. Well, and for relabeling them, I've got a bunch of, different sizes of office labels. Big old packs of them at home.
He's got a bunch of different sizes.
Different sizes.
Different sizes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though. I tell you what, if the fire starters go over good, that I'll even invest. It's not that damn much to buy I had one, but I busted it. It fell off and hit a solid floor, not a carpeted floor, and it busted it. But I had a label printer that would do, I can't remember how, up to a certain width, and it was a nice program. You throw on your computer and you can design your label like you're making a business card or whatever, and you just hit the button. It prints off as many labels as you tell it to, and it does it off the spool labels, and I think that whole machine with the software only cost me $30. And it printed nice labels. I was surprised.
Yeah, you can make the labels look like, a prescription label.
It's
fire starter
like
prescribed by Dr. Sty.
Oh yeah.
You have to make a label that looks like you're taking 800 milligrams of oxycodone every 2 hours, prescribed by Dr. Kevorkian or something.
Oh jeez. Oh yeah, hell. I gotta find an outlet. I know I can find them. I've seen some of these big supply houses sell all that shit, but get a bunch of little eyeballs, and then just sit here with a red Sharpie and put a little bit of red on the eyeballs and drop a pair in each one of these.
Bloodshot eyes.
I'll send you a container of Sty. And they get it, and it's got 2 eyes with Stys. Yeah. There's a Sty in your eye. Or get them eyeballs, and then on the backs of them have little round, like my avatar. Have that on the back of the eyeball. That. If you have Sty in the eye, and then at the bottom, half full of those candies you were eating there, Phil. That's your cure for Sty in the eye. Eat some of them candies. I'm going to order a tube of those tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, from yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tempted. My temptation is just for the purpose of replacing them with the real nerds.
That I think is funny. I don't want to do that. I just want them to do like a cap full of them during the stream, just for something to do, different.
I just think it'd be funny because I wouldn't get to see it, but I'd find out about it.
Yeah, that's it. Is you'd hear after the fact.
Get home from work. What the hell? Well, you figure those nerds, you don't open them from the top. You open them from the bottom. The bottom is where they're glued. So you open them from the bottom. You dump the stuff out. You put them back together. I got a hot glue gun, the little crafting gun. Put a little down there. Whoop, look like brand new.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing, Phil, is one of your boys, especially a certain one, grabs those, takes a mouthful, and then starts chewing you out. What the heck did you do to those nerds? You tell them you didn't say anything about them gummies you had in the fridge either. What comes around goes around, buddy. Yep, you never told me about them gummies, and I ain't telling you about my nerds either. Yeah, but I bet you weren't as surprised as I was when I ate your damn gummy. Yeah, he got over the nerds quicker than you got over the gummy.
That first one ever was whoa.
Yeah, that first one. Yep.
I didn't have any pain I needed to get rid of, but it was all gone.
Okay, I got to run for a minute, guys. I'm going to play this quick. And I'll be right back. You guys chat once this is done because it'll come right back to you guys. All righty? This is for all my great members.
Okay.
All right, guys, calm down. He's back.
It pays off to pre-make my coffee and have it in a thermos now. I'm quicker. I'm quicker that way. Yeah, that I couldn't believe it. I was in Walmart about a week ago, and I'm just I always nose around sporting goods department, see if they got anything new, or if some Walmart employee screws up. Okay, so they put one of those. What the hell do they call those? Where they dramatically reduce their price there at Walmart. I can't remember.
Rollbacks.
Rollbacks, yeah. So I'm back there looking around, and all the Stanley thermoses and cups and travel mugs, all that stuff, and right in the middle are these big 1.1 quart thermoses, and they're the original style, old-fashioned Stanley, lifetime warranty. You ever bust the cup, it ever leaks, you just send some bitch back to them, they send you a brand new one. And I've done that twice in my lifetime. I look and I go, $9.95. It said rollback, $9.95. When they're on sale, they're $20.
Wow.
There were only two. I grabbed one, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, I can't believe this shit. And just as I'm thinking, grab that second one, two of them at half the cost. Oh, yeah, some little old fart reached in there. Oh, God, I got to have that for $10. Shut up, I'll kick your ass here in the aisle. Give me that, you son of a bitch. That, yeah, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to involve Walmart security, you know.
Not again.
But
Nope.
so now I've got three good thermoses, and one now I get a live streams thermos of coffee made in advance. It's only 1.1 liter or quarts of coffee, but it'll get me through a stream. Filled these 2 cups so far. And I'm sure there's
if you start off with a full cup and then a full thermos, you're good.
That's what I didn't do tonight. Is I mixed it in the thermos and then I filled a cup coffee out of it. And so I already took a cup out of it, you know. But next stream I'll know better. No. But yeah, it was kind of. Don't you hate that when you know you gotta remember certain steps of something? So I got this new thermos. I fill it full of boiling water, right? And I let it sit on the counter for 20 minutes with boiling water in it. Dump the water out. The way I put the boiling water in was I boiled the water on the stove, poured it into these cups, dump it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups. Well, that tells me how much sugar, how much creamer I got to put in that thermos. It's 5 times what I would do for 1 cup. Well, that's all fine and dandy when you start putting these packets of sugar in there because I'm diabetic. I got to use fake frickin' sugar. I'm dumping those packets in there. And all of a sudden I'm realizing, oh shit, how many cups was it? Was it 4 cups, 6 cups, 3 cups? Oh shit, how many cups was in it? Oh, that pissed me off. I had to rinse that damn thing out and start all over again. I don't know how much sugar I rinsed out of that because I just couldn't remember how many cups that thing held. I hate it when I got to do things twice or 3 times. Yeah.
That's why you're divorced.
Huh?
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 Someone say something?
Bueller.
Hey, I didn't get divorced. I didn't get divorced. I accepted it. Yeah, you know, and that was one discussion. The very first time the ex and I kind of were forced together after the divorce, and she was telling my in-laws right in front of me, yeah, I'm really glad that I finally decided to get a divorce. She said, I had to divorce him in order for me to be happy. And I go, you make it sound like there was some kind of fight over this or something. I said, how hard was it for you to get that divorce, really? You make it sound kind of like I had to divorce him. I said, you really didn't have to do nothing. You said you wanted it, and I was disappointed we couldn't sign the papers the same day. I mean, the biggest struggle in my divorce was trying to find a pen at the clerk of court's office to sign the papers. The 2 that were on the desk didn't work. I mean, that was the hardest part of the whole damn divorce, waiting around for them to get a pen that worked. I mean, I thought the divorce went quite well. I got a really nice Chinese dinner out of the deal. I told her, I said that there's only 2 requirements I have, and I will sign the papers without any question. I don't give a shit what you want or what you don't want or whatever. Whatever it is, whatever it takes to get my signature on that paper, it's good. I'm good with it. Except 2 stipulations. She pays the filing fee, and she buys me dinner after the judge hits the gavel. She agreed to it. There's only $285 to get a divorce here in Wisconsin. That's pretty cheap. And the way I ate at the New China restaurant, Running Water can vouch for me at their prices. Yeah. The not counting what she ate, the $285 plus the stop at the New China restaurant. Yeah, it was pushing $350. Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Oh, I ate 40 some. I ordered 40 some dollars worth of food there. And of course, I took a lot of them little Chinese buckets home with me, leftovers. That was right. And then I saw her. It'd be like our 2-year anniversary after the divorce or something. And she said, you know, we should hook up on our divorce anniversary day and just go out to lunch or something. I said, I'm good with that. I said, let's go back to New China restaurant. She goes, yeah, that would work. I said, well, you were able to pick up the tab the first time. You should be able to pick up the tab the second time. We never did have that anniversary. She didn't take me back there. No. I'm all good with it. I'll get together with her if she wants to go out and have a meal or something. As long as she brings enough to pay for it. You're damn right. I'll be there.
Now, come on, that's Running Water's mom you're talking about.
How do you know?
I
don't. Lucky guess.
That poor freaking Running Water. Yeah, he sees pictures of me and him sitting or standing right next to each other, and he goes, damn it, Dad, I was just so hoping I was adopted. But I explained to him, I'm sorry your mother couldn't live with us because we are not Mormon. I didn't say that. I take it back. Yeah. Oops. See, that's the whole thing. We were talking about that earlier, how hard it is in this day and age to just have a fun conversation and just say stuff that, sure, it targets somebody by title or belief or religion or politics or whatever. If we can't talk about everybody in a fun, joking way, all of us need to go out and fucking get a life. I mean, I'm sorry. I never force anybody to be insulted. They decide to be insulted on their own. Yep. They're right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm not making you. I hate that when people say, you really insulted me. Well, why'd you take it that way? Because you were insulting. Only if you're going to take it that way. You know, goddamn, right away you want to put the blame on me. Now you're insulting me. Now you're saying he's always to blame. You know, yeah, you want to play that frickin' game? You betcha. Why'd you look at me that way? Oh, I used to just love that. I used to just love that when my ex-wife would do that to me. Why are you looking at me that way? Because I was born with these frickin' peepers, you know.
They're eyeballs.
Yeah, shit. The one time I stood right up in the living room, turned around, dropped my pants, and mooned her. And she goes, what the hell's that for? I said, I thought I'd look at you that way for a change. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm going to write that down and use that sometime.
Because to a certain point, you just get to the point where, what the hell do y'all just automatically decide, well, they're looking at me that way. And every time I ask, what way? You know what way. Why did I just ask you what way if I know what way? No, what way was I looking at you? I was looking at you with my fucking eyes. Oh, you had that look. Well, what look is that? You know what look that is. It was always You're the one that's accusing me of having a look. I don't even know what look you're talking about. Oh, but you know. You know. Don't tell me you don't. And whenever I love that. Don't tell me you didn't do that. Don't tell me you didn't say that. Don't tell me. I look at her and I'll go, I didn't say that. And she go, I told you. Don't tell me you didn't say that. I'm going to do it again. Look out. I didn't say that. How the hell are you going to stop me from telling you I didn't?
The question, was she the type to get mad at you for something you did in her dream?
Oh, yeah.
I was with one of those.
Don't bring that up.
Well, I did not know.
At that
I
time,
was with one of those.
Running water, at that time, literally at that time, I did not know a single Suzanne in the whole fucking world. I didn't know anybody by the name of Suzanne. I did not. And your mother held that against me for about 18 years. Who the hell's Suzanne? I don't know. You find out. Let me know. She must have been hot. I don't know. You were talking about Suzanne in your sleep. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know who the hell I meet off in Wonderland, for God's
Probably
sakes.
Suzanne Summers. Probably thinking Three's Company or something.
Oh, okay. So there was a Suzanne.
See? Yeah.
Watch it, buddy. Oh, God, I hope she's not listening now. Now she will want to talk to me again.
I was a teenager. I was a teenager back then. Oh, yeah.
Well, I wasn't.
Oh, Suzanne.
I saw the
name. That see, Phil, I wasn't a teenager at that time. That's where I had
married
trouble.
Man.
That's yeah. No, Will, get in line, buddy. I tell you what. I hate to even say it, but there's certain gals and certain posters and certain magazines and certain TV ads that keep the Kleenex industry in business. I'm telling you.
I think I must have ordered 2 or 3 of those Sty Masters.
Yeah, never used a single one.
She looked good when she was doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's it. The
Hey, Groovy
Hey, Levis Squirrel. Hi, everybody out in the chat. If I didn't shout you out, that's what the chat's for. Shout yourself out. Get out there and shout yourself out. Let the world know you're here. I'm sorry, guys. This is just a weird night for me. And it's because of last night over at Phil's stream. I mean, Jesus Christ. You talk about getting out of control. Oh my God. It's been a week. I mean, this week has been weird. So, guys, on a Friday night, I'm out there trying to find out who the hell's streaming. What's going on? I want to go hang out somewhere. I'm bored to death. So finally I say in our private chat room, Granny and Phil and Samantha and Crazy Ann and a couple others, we got this private little cube that we will jump into and do a StreamYard, and people can jump in and just talk about what's going on for the day. But it's a good way for our close-knit. We've been together for almost 2 years, all of us folks, tight. And we can message each other and find out what each other's doing at any given time. So I throw a message in there. Is anybody going live? I wait. And I go, oh, ain't this fucking typical? They're going to wait until I get all set up and I'm ready to stream. All I got to do now is post it. And then all of a sudden somebody's going to pop up. A notification will pop up. They're going to go live in 30 minutes. Son of a bitch. You know, they never fucking said nothing. I asked them, "Are anybody going live?" No, they didn't say shit until I get all set up, and then, boop, there they are, 30 minutes or 15 minutes. Oh, and I'm like, look at all that StreamYard shit I set up to go do a special stream, and it's all wasted. Throw it away. Well, so Thursday, so Friday night, I put in there, anybody going live? Phil comes back. Yeah, thanks, Joe. So all of a sudden pops up a message. Phil says, I don't think so. You know, if you want to go ahead, you can take that slot and blah blah blah. Well, his response was like, well, I would have, but if you want to go ahead, you know. So that made me feel like, well, if he would have, I could help him out by just saying, go live and God damn it, get the views and the watch hours, you know. And so I messaged back, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. Oh, I took a kind of a break last night. I'd like to take another one tonight. You know, that's cool. And I thought, okay, what the hell? I'll jump up there. And nobody knows Sty's going to go live on a Friday frickin' night. That don't happen. I'm in a panel somewhere. Oh, no. So I popped this live up, and I'm thinking, I'll let this thing go for about an hour, and I'll tell people, you know, this was just a off-the-cuff surprise stream. I'm going to shut her down. I'm going to kick back for the night. But that son of a bitch went over 5 hours. Unscheduled stream, 5 hours. There's something terribly wrong with that picture. Now, it's cool for my watch time and all the views. You know, I loved it. And we all had a great time. Sam was over there that night. Everybody was having a great time that night. But 5 freaking hours. So, Friday night, 5 hours and 1 minute. Last night, Saturday night, Bill comes up. And like I said, I was all geared up. He was getting about 10 minutes before the 2 hour mark. I started straightening my shit up here at the studio and getting all ready and all set up for the next morning, you know, getting up. And then that 2 hour mark went by, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm cleaning the house because he shuts down in 2 hours. I just want to be done, so when he's done, I can go eat. I can watch a movie or something. I'm just thrilled, man. We're getting out of here. Phil's like, oh, man, you betcha. Fuck no. He goes over 4 hours. So I'm sitting here at the end of his goddamn stream, starving to death. Because I was all built up, just hemped up on, I'm going to eat. I got Totino's pizza rolls sitting in my freezer just screaming at me, Sty, we're in here. And for 2 hours, I'm like, shut up, you little fuckers. Phil's still screaming. And so I didn't goddamn get to bed until about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning because he screwed up my whole biological clock. I tell you what. Oh, Bradley, yeah, you missed 5 hours of the crazy shit, damn it. Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you what, I had so much fun doing that random stream because nobody knew what the hell we were going to talk about, what we were going to do, nothing, no ideas whatsoever. And I'd like to do that more often. So, Phil, if there's a night that you're not going to stream, if you can message me and just warn me that, yeah, I'm not going to go up tonight, let me know, and I might just do a random, just, you know, and hope that it's an hour or two, and just hope that it's an hour or two.
That's the problem is I never know. And like, are you going to go live tonight? I'm like, you know me. I don't know. You know, I mean, I know on Mondays I'm usually going to go live. I know on Wednesdays I'm usually going to live. And then usually like Friday or Saturday, or Friday and Saturday. But, you know, it's nothing's written in stone or whatnot. It all depends on how my day is, you know.
Well, and it's like we've just discussed before, and that's a nice thing here. Like I talk about our new close knit group. we all understand that if you actually you're anticipating I definitely want to do a stream. And now, like with Samantha, she's got to be flexible because she doesn't know around home. She's got a life too, and so she'll tell us, I want to go live tonight. And we're all just like, great, when? And she'll go,
Oh,
well, sometime between 5 and 8. Okay. But we know that it doesn't bother us. It's just that, oh, okay, she will probably stream between 5 and 8. And she'll let us know the closer she gets to, I'm going to go live. She lets us know as it gets tighter as to what that time will be. And I've said it 1,000 times. If I pop a stream up and you were planning on doing a stream, go ahead, start your stream. And I don't care if someone says, oh, Sty, Samantha's got a stream going. I look and I go, I've been up 45 minutes. Fine. Hey, guys, let's go over and raid Sam.
Right.
Or I'd keep my stream going and I've done it. People know. They've heard me tell them, oh, heck, so-and-so's stream. I don't care if you guys, any of you want to go ahead and over and watch them, go for it. Just do it. What I don't like is somebody out in the chat coming in and saying, oh, I'm streaming live in 15 minutes. Everybody come over and watch me. Oh, fuck you. I'll come over with a baseball bat, you son of a bitch. You don't come into my house and say, hey, everybody here, I got better booze at my house. No, fuck you. I'll kick your ass. Get out of here.
It's very rude.
Yeah, it's totally different when the host says, hey, look at so-and-so streaming. Let's go over there and hang out with them. But when they come in your chat and they're broadcasting, oh, I got a better party over at my house. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'll catch you on the street. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we were having that problem over here a little bit a long time ago.
Oh,
we won't mention any names, but
with a few people that were kind of,
well, people would come over from there and say what's going on over there. It's like, really? Okay, really?
Yeah. That's it. I can remember there was a spell where they were talking about other people's streams and what's going on in them, and oh, you should see this over there, where they're literally trying to steal your audience. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, what? Why would you do that?
Yeah, we got
I don't care if some
over here.
Yeah. I don't mind if somebody streams on top of me. I don't. Yeah, you remember the one individual, Phil, where I mean, literally for almost 3 months, that individual, every time I did a stream, within 15 minutes of me starting my stream, they started one, but they're hosting their own live stream and they're in my chat. They themselves are in my chat talking about the fact they're streaming. And I look, and they ain't kidding. They're live. And they're over in my chat telling my people, yeah, we're talking about this in my stream. And I was like, how can you do that? I mean, and that person wasn't just doing it to me, so I didn't feel alone, I didn't feel alone. That person was doing it to several. Hey, Wrestle Whatever. Good to see you. Yeah, Shane, very rude, isn't it?
Yeah, that person doesn't seem to be doing a lot of live streaming anymore.
No, I see one once in a great while. I don't go over there. I went over there about a month ago for one that person did, and I was kind of shocked. I was just like, what's this? Didn't seem like anything was really happening. I mean, but I'm going live. You all get your asses over there. This old guy is boring. Yeah, guess who you're going to see over there? I told Mike, I told him, I said he should have never become such a close friend of mine because he's on my top 5 of people I'm going to haunt when I die. Man. Yeah. I can't wait. Every time he opens that freezer and reaches for a Schwann's bar, I'm going to grab him by the wrist and say, "You're fat. Put that back." Yeah. Yep. Scrapping togethers in the house, hanging out, cool. The
What? Did you squirrel on us?
What?
getting old around here, Bradley? Getting old around here?
Every minute.
Well, you know how we feel about that. You can leave class and go play out in the playground all by yourself, you little fuck.
Well, there you go. Here's your invite.
You know, we care. We really do. We care enough to not give a shit about whether you think it's getting old around here.
Yeah, Bradley with that young name. I think he's older than I am, as I recall.
That's it. You know, Bradley Whitworth. I picture some younger 20-ish character.
I picture someone like, Joe W. over here. Someone in that age range. I didn't say 20 as he did. So, but I picture a younger, so some young kids and things like that. And he's an old fart.
I'm far from 20.
Older than me.
Joe, I'm far from 20.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I didn't think of Bradley as 20, but I thought of him as,
Well, Running Water, you just turned 44 this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty bad when that's my son.
So he's only
And he's getting close to old fart class now,
Sty, he's only a year older than me.
Well,
What's
yeah,
that?
I was class of 95 also, like you.
Yeah,
So.
he's only a year older than me.
Yeah. Watch it, boys.
I just graduated a year younger.
Well, I guarantee you, Joe, you could have been my son. But I would have been serving time if my ex-wife would have had you, Joe. I was 1 year away from serving time for having Running Water. So, and I tell you what, for 5 years prior to having Running Water, I was worried about serving time quite often. Yeah.
Yeah, Nate, I just have a baby face.
Got a baby face.
Yep.
Well,
now I suppose you're going to tell us your real last name is Nelson.
No, it's everything up there is what it is.
Everything up there is what it is, huh?
Yeah.
That's what the doctor told me.
who'd make up a last name like Weymouth anyways?
You can't make that shit up.
Right?
Can't make that up at all. I did until white hairs took over my beard.
This is great right here. When it's longer.
I was about 26 when I started getting gray hairs in my beard and mostly in my hair. By the time I was 35, I was gray. And I had such an awesome beard. Yeah. Pissed me off when I turned gray. But I tell you what, my ex-wife, she loved that shit. We ran around, went to carnivals all the time around Minnesota where we lived, and she loved it. She had this big collection of the biggest frickin' stuffed animals you ever seen. Every carnival we go to, the first place she'd insist, we're heading for the guy that guesses your age, man. okay, let's go. Well, I got this sweet little girlfriend, and get up there and I start wheeling and dealing with the guy that guesses your age. And I always manage to sucker him in. That it's winner's choice on everything you got hanging there. If you guess my age under your rules. And that was, I think it was 4 years. He had 4 years, he come or go, which that's a lot of room. Some bitch still lose every time. Yep. 18 years old, and they're telling me I'm 25, 30 years old. And I'm going, sorry, buddy, here's my license. Go ahead, honey, pick whatever the hell you want. And that poor son, but I'm shutting down my booth, you fucker. Yep. Yeah. It was good. It came in handy, especially when drinking age was 21 in Minnesota and 18 in Wisconsin. That meant I could drink in Wisconsin when I was 14, and meant I could drink in Minnesota when I was about 16. So that worked out good for me, that part of it. Oh, you're 1 year younger than Running Water.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You could be Running Water's oldest sister. Oh, brother. It's just that the next one after Running Water was a girl.
Yeah. There's a 3-year gap there, but yeah, they took a 3-year trial on me to figure out what not to do with the next 3.
And it didn't work.
No.
No,
Never
it
does.
didn't work. But you get a B for effort.
Yeah, the problem is the same people are raising them. Had nothing to do with the kids. They can't come
Hey,
out.
Leanna,
They can't come out.
McCoy's Oak Hill Farm, she's saying that Sty needs a nap. No, I don't. I don't need a nap. No, I don't need a nap. The 34 years old. God, I wish I was again. Yeah. I wouldn't mind being 34 again, but not in the, oh, how do I put it? Not without all the 34-year-old baggage. I'd like to be 34 again.
Now?
And right now, and boy, I'd make some great plans, man. If I was 34 right now, I'd have some great plans, boy. Yeah. Oh, it'd be all uphill from here. It just, yeah, I'd be, yeah. You're damn right. If I was 34, I'd be just as divorced as I am right now, and I'd be Donald Trump in 15 years. Yeah.
Good night, Bradley.
Good night, Bradley.
Bradley.
Yeah, arcade. Isn't that's why, that's why I got all them damn Sty stories, over 300 Sty stories, is because I got a lot of baggage, man. Yeah. See, and that's it is, I get these middle-aged honeys that just, their first husband, they either divorced him or he died, and they're just like, I don't want to live alone the rest of my life. Sty's available. I'll cut it out. Get the fuck away from me. I don't walk around with a vacancy sign on me. For God's sakes, but I tell them flat out, you don't want me. I come with so much fucking baggage. You better have a 4-car garage. Put all my shit in. I mean, yeah. I come with a lot of baggage. Yeah. Chelsea Lynn Boobies.
Hey, Chelsea.
Boobies.
All right, I won't be stealing it from Phil, but I got to get a pair of boobies. I'll go pick a pair. I got a bunch of them saved as gifts. I got a bunch of them saved. You can never have enough boobies around. You know, and but I got to get a good set up there on a clip so I can pop those up like Phil does when Chelsea comes in. Yeah. The what all these short little messages and emojis out in the chat. Some bitch, and people call me lazy. And look at these people out in the chat with it, little 3-word comments and a bunch of emojis. Now, nobody's talking out in the chat, and they call me lazy. Everybody look at old Sty, that lazy old fart. He needs a nap. There's a comment for you. Sty needs a nap.
Sty needs a nap. He's getting frumpy.
What the hell? He's getting grumpy.
He's getting angry.
I ain't grumpy, damn it. I'm happy. Because it's my turn with Snow White. You ever figure that out? That's why there was 7 dwarfs, not 8, not 6. But the worst part about that is I felt bad for Snow White. She never got a night off. I mean, that just ain't right, having to work 7. I caught that shit when I was just a young man, reading that Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, and I'm going, holy God, was she a busy girl? I mean, Jesus Christ, she got them 7 guys? Holy shit.
Well, Sty, I got to get my butt to bed.
You don't have to. You just should.
I should.
Yeah. You kept me up for 4 hours last night.
No, you can leave anytime you like. and ain't nobody handcuffing you to nothing.
No, she said that's not until after midnight. Oh, right. Shit. God, keep letting shit out all the time. Yeah.
Well, good night, everyone. Good night, Running Water, Joe.
Night, Phil.
Hey, brother.
Annie. Everyone in the chat.
That's great.
Have a good night.
You're going to stream tomorrow night, aren't you? Monday
night. You betcha.
Okay. I'll be there.
We'll see y'all Monday night. Keep it spicy.
You betcha. Keep it spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phil's great. And he's turned into a real dear YouTube friend. Hey, Ariel, good to see ya. Walking through a Macy's store looking at huge bras. If they ask, can I help? Just say, I'm studying boobs. No, I tell them that I'm looking for double-barreled slingshots. They really look at you funny when you go to the underwear department there and you see them old granny bloomers and they're hanging on those hangers, with the clips on. And you just keep taking them off a pair at a time, look at them, or take 2 pairs off and compare. And you make sure they're big, wide ones, And then when you finally realize, there we go, we got a biter, there's a gal standing there staring at you with that old dirty look. Look at that old pervert over there. And then you take a pair off of the hanger and you pick them up and you stretch them suckers out about 4 feet and go, yeah, those will fit her. Those will fit her.
Yeah. Yeah, diesel fitter. Yeah.
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 And
professional diesel fitter.
Right. We don't need to tell the joke. But yeah, that gets their attention. That really gets their attention. Or if you take them off and you hold them up at your waistline and look down. And then put them back. Nah, not quite. And then you go over to the thongs and you look at those. And then you hold them down there, like And then you shake your head. I ain't that. And then you hold them up over your face so it's just like a mask. Put them back on the rack.
I would love to go shopping with you.
Yeah.
My ex-wife hated it, and I told her, well, if you can't have a good time, why even go out? I mean,
Yeah.
what the heck? And she said, but you're so damn embarrassing. I said, that's not true. I don't feel embarrassed at all. You know? See, that's another thing. A lot of people get backwards. They look at you and you go, they say, oh, you're so embarrassing. No, I'm not. I don't feel embarrassed a bit. Well, no, you're embarrassing me. Why are you getting embarrassed? You're not the one doing it. Well, I'm with you. Well, why? You know, I didn't make you be with me to be embarrassed. Go away if you're embarrassed. I don't. God, see, that's the thing about people. They just want to blame the other guy all the time. They don't take responsibility for their own actions or feelings. If I'm standing next to somebody and they do something really bad and I feel embarrassed, I laugh at myself for being embarrassed for that poor dumb moron. He's the one that did it, not me. Why am I embarrassed? I shouldn't be embarrassed at all. I'll be just like the rest of these people. Oh, shit. Yeah.
That's a good one, metal music.
Oh yeah. The oh, a buddy of mine, he got a great big old tube of KY. I mean, I didn't even know they came in that big a tube, you know. Got a great big tube of KY, and we're at Walmart and we're standing in line. I got a couple items and he's got a couple items in that big tube of KY. And he gets up there and the gal's ringing this stuff up, and just as she's reaching for the KY, he grabs it and holds it up and he goes, Do you know? It says that this is an excellent lubricant. Will this work on the wheel bearings for my motorcycle? And I kind of turned around and just busted again. And yeah, okay. And that poor girl's like, how the fuck do I tell him it's what it's for? You know, you know, because he's asking, will it work on his motorcycle? Well, might not work on your motorcycle bearings, but sir, do you realize what this is for? No, would you explain it to me? Yeah. Yeah, those did look like they packed a kick.
See you, Lazy Nate.
Later, Lazy Nate.
Oh, he's off to go do a challenge. I don't know which one he's got though. He said he'll be back in 20 minutes maybe.
Okay.
He's probably gonna be like I was the other day, like this.
Yeah, bent over after the fact. Yeah.
But you said you wanted a chip Sty.
Oh, you're doing Death Nuts 2.0. No, I don't. No. That big old kit though is neat. I like that kit. That was cool. Yeah. What did you say came in there? Is that the one that had towels in it?
Yes. Hold on.
Towels?
Yeah, it's got towels in it so you can wipe all your drool off while you're.
My bling on too.
Yep. You got that. He thinks he's. Yeah, look at that shit.
It's my Mr. T starter kit.
I was gonna say, you haven't been in the sun for a long time there, Mr. T.
It came with 10 of these.
Tacky chip towels. Yeah. Throw in the towel. Yeah.
And 10 headbands.
Yeah, the headbands. Now I seen a couple of folks wearing the headbands.
It's supposed to be for 10 people.
It's a kit for 10.
Yeah.
But they give you 2 towels.
No,
I want to watch. Oh, is there 10 of those towels in there? Holy shit. Everybody gets their own towel.
Yep, their own towel, their own headband.
I think it would be funnier though. The 10 headbands I'm okay with, but I think you should have a kind of constricted round table, and you have all 10 people around the table. They all have their chip, and there's one fucking towel sitting in the middle of the table.
Who goes for it first?
Yeah, that's it. Watch everybody, man. Once that chip's in, watch them fight over that frickin' towel. Yeah. Oh no, I do not want sloppy seconds. No. Yep. Passing that towel around the table. Oh my gosh. Yep. Got to make everything a little more interesting. The E-Waste Mike says, "I'm over you clowns. Have a good night." Oh, hey, you goofball! You could have come up on the panel and hung out a little bit, buddy. You have a good night, Mike. You're an awesome friend.
Oh yeah,
Mike makes my life so much more interesting. Yeah, Mike's a great guy. He's a great guy, and he's another person. He don't give a shit how many followers, how many subs he's got, and blah blah blah. But I tell you, you got to go over there, and it's not, go over and sub to him and ring the bell so that you know whenever he's doing something, because he's worth following, guys. He's worth following. He don't care about the numbers, but you should care about following him. Come on. Yeah, it's not for the numbers. It's for the entertainment and the friendship. He's a cool guy. And I'm glad. I hope he heard that I'm micro-labeling now in my streams from this point forward. That's something I'm going to do tomorrow. I got to squeeze that into my schedule of crap that I got to get done. I got to get all my bottles together in a nice box here. Then I'll have another box over here to throw the finished bottles in. That. So I'm all set up for my streams. The
Caw.
What?
Oh, Mike. Ah. Whoa. A good laugh. That's good. That's good. That look at the look on her face is like, geez,
yeah. Don't make me come over there. Look, the finger came
I know that laugh.
I wasn't talking to the kid.
No. Yeah, you're talking to the big kid, eh?
Yeah.
I tell you, after raising 4, there were times I'd hear laughter in the house, and I'd go, "Oh shit, oh shit, I gotta go see what's up." Yeah, them kids are laughing too hard. Something bad just happened. I'm sure of it.
or when the kids go completely silent.
Oh yeah, it gets dead silent, and it's like, when did the kids move out? Check every room. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I look back and raising the kids. Oh man, some of it was just miserable, hard, just. And for me, my boys and I have to say that we 98% of the time saw eye to eye, and I think Running Water would vouch for that. Me and the boys, we just really connected, and we just really saw eye to eye. The girls took so much after their mother, and they tried to play me against my ex-wife or against the boys, but then they'd get themselves into trouble, and all of a sudden it's Mom, don't let Dad discipline us. You make the choice what's because she wouldn't discipline them anywhere in the same fashion. She expected the boys to be disciplined. And I always tried to make sure it didn't matter. I didn't care if it was the boys or the girls. You know, I always made sure any of their punishments fit the crime, you know. And I loved it when one of my kids would say, well, so-and-so, you didn't punish them so bad when they did such and such. And I said, that's because they did such and such. And you did such and such. Your lack of discretion was more punishable than theirs was. You know, no, your punishment's going to fit the crime, not your sibling. I mean, yeah, it ain't fair. God, I'm glad you said that because that means you've been paying attention. Yes, you're right. It's not fair. Life isn't fair.
It was best when the girls would get caught red-handed lying about, you know, like that one time Joe and I are in the backyard. We don't want to play with Mariah because, you know, she's trouble. So she started screaming for Mom. Yeah, Donnie and Joe hit me. They hit me. And you were standing right over on the side there and you saw them.
Watching.
Yeah, she was nowhere near us. It's like, no, they didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, and that's the thing. But I tell you what, I wouldn't give away raising my 4 kids for nothing. I mean, that's, you know, they learned as much as I did through the process, you know. And none of the 4 turned out the worst for it. You know, they're all taking care of themselves. They're on their own, and I think that's a person's duty as a parent. Is eventually your children need to be able to live without you. You know, and you want them to still want you, but you don't want them to have to need you. You know. Dad, I'm moving back into the basement. But I'm 92. I don't want nobody living with me. Oh, come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. Yeah, but you got 5 kids and a mean old lady. Oh, she's sweet, Dad. You love her. Yeah.
When was it released?
Me and my girlfriend have 3 girls, ages 19 months. 8-year-old, oldest is 10. Oh, yeah, cool, yeah, you know, yeah. There's enough hard times where you go, why in the hell did I have kids? Yeah, if you haven't asked yourself that, and you're raising kids, give it some time. Yeah, there will be the days where you go, why did I have kids? And then there's days that you go, oh man, this was so enjoyable being with my kids and doing this and that. And you're going, it was 4 times more enjoyable that moment than that one moment that I said, why did I have kids? So the positives so outweigh the negatives in raising children. So. Yep. You know, the one thing these last 3 days of streaming, now you think about it, okay, I had 5 hours of my own stream, and I watched a premiere and I sat at somebody else's stream for 3 hours before that 5-hour stream. So that was 8 hours just sitting here at this studio on this damn chair. Then yesterday, I did a premiere. I watched a couple of premieres and I was at a stream, and then, oh no, yeah, that was that 5-hour stream Friday night. And then last night was 4 hours with Phil. But I figured I had a total of about 7.5 to 8 hours sitting in this damn chair. And yesterday was hilarious. We got this private panel going, and we're chatting, and both Samantha and I are just like, oh, oh, oh. And Samantha goes, oh, my butt hurts so bad. And I'm like, yeah, I just wasn't going to admit it, but oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, my ass hurts. And I found today, it don't matter where I sit. I got a nice cushy couch. I sit on that thing, and 5 minutes later, oh, my ass hurts. I don't think, I'd have to have a big, thick gel pad to sit on in this chair if I were to keep doing this stuff. I've been just pounding my head. I got to get a members only live stream up, but I'm trying to figure out all the logistics so that, it is members only. You can't have all the whole world popping in and stuff. But in that stream, I want to talk to my members about my channel and the growth of my channel and what I'm going to do with my channel. And one of the issues that I've been batting around, because people keep telling me that I should, and they keep telling me I should do podcasting. Well, I don't want to do a podcast, an actual podcast, because you literally, if you're going to be a good podcaster, you literally have to spend several hours scripting and choreographing your podcast. You can't have hesitations. You got to constantly, because your voice is the product, they're not seeing videos and things and action. They're depending on your voice, your topic, and the flow of the conversation or the things you have to say. I've been watching several the last couple weeks, different podcasters and how they manage guests and things, and looking at some of these tech videos on how to become a good podcaster. And arcade. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I am so glad you said that. That's kind of input I want to hear from folks, because good night, JCT. Because what I'm thinking, and the thing is, you see them all over YouTube. They're everywhere. Even Fox News does it. You'll see the video, such and such a podcast, and you go there, and it's just a background scene with a voice meter across the front of it and the podcaster talking to the whole broadcast. You're not seeing an actual video, right? But they're calling it a podcast, and they're only calling it a podcast because this is one platform it's on. It's also being podcasted. It's being podcasted out in the world, but YouTube is one of their platforms. Okay, but then there's another version, and that's a lot of people are calling them podcasts, and they sit here like I am, but they've got a boom mic right here in front of them, and they're like Imus in the morning. They just sit there and they go through their scripted show. And you see them live, but it's permanent. It's posted, so people can see it down the road later. See, they look like Joe down there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He looks like a podcaster,
with
right?
Smooth voice.
I don't like
it. Yeah, right. Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't like podcasts. There's no interaction, and I don't like that.
Right. See, and so what I was thinking of doing is in a sense, splicing genes, I guess you'd say. I think what I'm going to do is, after I figure out where I want to go with it and how I want to produce it, it'll be like this. It won't have guests on panels or anything. It'll just be me. It'll be like a podcast, but you'll see me live. You'll get to see my actions, everything. And I'll enable the chat so people can chat, and interact. So it's going to be like a marriage of YouTube video and chat, so that it's not where all you get to do is listen and look at a stagnant screen forever. I don't like those either. I can listen for about 5 minutes and then I'm bored.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the person's expression.
Right.
I want to see the presenter's expression. That's Sam's a good example. There's some of her songs. I play her playlists, and I'll be in the rest of the house somewhere doing something, listening to her music. But there's some of her songs. I come in, I sit down with my coffee, and I watch because it's her performance goes beyond just the music. It's her expressions while she's singing the song and watching her play the uke. And some songs just belong with the actual visual performance. And I'm a very big fan. It might be weird to some people, but I'm a huge fan of bluegrass music. I mean, other than Sam, I live for bluegrass. but with bluegrass music, there's some bluegrass music I cannot listen to, but I can watch someone perform it. If I can watch that banjo, that uke, that mandolin, I got to be able fiddles. I mean, some of the masters.
Charlie's
I can't listen to them without watching them. Bill Monroe, I tell you what, that man has got the best bluegrass music ever in history.
Mm-hmm.
Ever in history. But there's nothing like watching Monroe live perform. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, amazing. The one reason I like bluegrass so much is that it's true down home folk is what it is. There's a story behind every single bluegrass tune, and a lot of them are. It's amazing. A lot of them are good life stories behind the lyrics, and a lot of people go, "Oh, that's all that old hillbilly shit." Okay, yeah, that's fine. You don't have to listen to it. You do if you're riding in my truck. You're going to be listening to Sam, or you're going to be listening to bluegrass. Kiss my ass. I'll throw you out. Oh, but I may throw some Marshall Tucker in there. Yeah, I'm a little weird. I'm all over the board, though. I love music generally, just generally. Hey, there's Nick Jones. Hey, Budgies rule. Freeman James, you have a good night, brother. Say good night to your uncle there, Running Water.
Night.
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 That sounded real good. It sounded like you should have been leaving and he should have been staying.
Okay.
I'm up in crazy New York, so it's been.
Boy, that sounds like a personal problem to me. So Samantha, that's a new uke, huh? Boy, I tell you.
It's a Luna instead of a Fender. Actually, it's sitting right here, so it's a bigger uke,
right?
Of course, and it's a concert version, so it sounds a lot.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty good on it.
Boy, the minute I heard your re-recording of my theme song, man, the new uke just pops. And I think that's why between the two, I feel the old uke and the original version, that sounds like it's at the campfire. That sounds like a uke you'd pull out of your backpack and you'd play at the campfire,
Yeah.
And the new recording, that sounds like, you're in you're in a building somewhere, you're in a house somewhere, and somebody's gonna play a tune for you, you know, and yeah.
Plus, there's like a whole year in between the two versions, and my strumming changed quite a bit.
Strumming. Oh.
It's improved.
it totally different. Yeah, dramatic difference. Yeah, I'm proud of you, man. Boy,
Thank you.
You know, I've watched every one of your videos several times, and I watched from the beginning all the way up to the current stuff, and can see your growth in it all, and it's just, yeah, it is so cool to be able to see that in somebody. And I mean, I even see that happening with like old Blue In. I mean, you look at his early stuff and you look at his current stuff, and you're going, wow, the man is just, he just keeps growing in his talent, you know. And that's the thing is a person that's got talent, that by the time they start losing their talent, they're only halfway to where they could have gone if they lived twice as long, you know. They just keep growing.
Always room for improvement. Somebody letting fireworks off in my neighborhood. My kid's going nuts.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, my ass hurts. What the hell? Oh yeah, Running Water sent me a picture of just a stinking cedar log that you'd use for decor in your house. $150. It's just a piece of firewood.
Yeah, lacquered up.
Yeah, we were looking at that shit 8 years ago. Oh,
hey, Jimmy Pickles.
I figure I probably got a good $200,000 worth of furniture in the backyard.
Yeah, just sitting in a log pile. Yeah. I don't know. We were looking at that because you remember Jimmy Donnie, Running Water.
Yeah. Well, his stuff is pretty classy.
Well, and we were looking at Etsy, getting them set up on Etsy and that. And we were looking at the same items that he was making. $2,500, $3,500. And then you look at items sold, and they're selling for that. Mm-hmm. And he was going to sell them locally for $75, $150. And I feel really bad because all of the beautiful lamps and tables that he had made, all out of natural wood, you know, cedar, maple, bird's eye, willow, and beautiful
was it all
stuff.
In the shack?
It was all in the shack when it burnt down. Yeah. I heard that there was only 2 like end table lamps that weren't in the shack when it burnt down. That's a real shame. I mean, he probably had retail value, close to $100,000 worth of handcrafted woodland style furniture that burnt up in the Sty Shack. Hey, Jimmy Pickles, I'm doing well. But yeah, that's the thing. The world can, I tell you what, throw a curveball every once in a while. That guy put a lot of work into that stuff, made it. And he didn't think it was worth that terribly much. Then found out it was worth so darn much, and then all of a sudden, just in a matter of hours, it was all gone, and never made a penny off of any of it. And like he said, he was argued with his insurance company, and they never covered a thing in that house, in that Sty Shack. They never covered a single item, but they said those items weren't worth that much. And he said, well, they're irreplaceable because they're all one of a kind. They're all natural items, you know. Hey, Nick Jones, how are you, Nick?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Granny, Samantha, Running Water, and Joe.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, buddy. Been a while.
Yeah, I've been busy. Hey, Sty, I've got a new joke for you.
Uh-oh. Yeah. I'm ready.
How come women make crap delivery drivers?
I don't know. Why?
Because when you give them a full load, they take 9 months to deliver.
Oh.
That was a good one, Nick.
Nice.
There you go, Nick. Storm the place. Man. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I won't forget that one. I won't forget that one. That's good. That's good. So true, so true.
Arcade. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the thing
I
is,
can say a lot worse
and that's
jokes
one.
if you want.
Oh, yeah, God, I remember, Nick, all the times out in the chat for the longest time there, you were just, it was about every maybe 5 minutes there's a fresh joke you were throwing up in the chat. I remember those streams, and I caught myself ignoring my panel, reading your jokes over in the chat. And then a couple of them were risque enough where I'm going, well, I don't know if we should leave that one showing, because YouTube would hide it, you know. And I don't know. And boom, she popped that sucker right up. And then she's just laughing her tail off, you know. And I'm just like, okay. Yeah, and yeah, she's a trusted moderator for me. You betcha. I'll let you decide, Ann. I don't know how I'm going to live without that 20 to 40 cents I might make off of that stream, you know. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Talk now.
Yep. So it's Sunday. We wrapped up another week.
No, it's Monday,
eh? Yeah. Monday. Not looking forward to it. I don't. Well, this week, Thanksgiving week, my youngest boy, chatting with him today, and he said, I told him, I said, well, I was going to invite you over, but now with the state mandate and everything, our building, we're not allowed to bring anybody into the building that doesn't live in the building. And I said, so I can't even invite you over unless we sit out in the parking lot. And he said, well, you know, if you want, you can come on over with me and we can eat some food, watch some TV or something. And I told him, I said, well, I've been feeling a little under the weather the last couple of days, and just in case I pick that damn bug up, I don't want to take it to him. And then I realized, you know, he works for a community college. I mean, I can just see me going over there, and he probably so bug infested that, yeah, I'll damn sure get it over there with him. Not that I'm not worried about it, but I thought, yeah, I mean, come on, you know, 2 bachelors, yeah, we got to get together for Thanksgiving, you know. I told him, I said, no, I'll see how I feel Wednesday if I'm going over there Thursday. Otherwise, we'll both be doing the same thing. We're gonna eat and play PlayStation all day and take a big nap, and yeah, we'll be doing the same damn thing anyway. So.
Yeah, but you need your afternoon naps, Sty, once you get to your age.
What? Naps are rare for me. Rare for me. Except the other day, I fell asleep on the couch for about 20 minutes. I woke up, kind of panicked, sat here at the studio, and I checked my phone, and here I had a voicemail from Crazy Ann, because we had a shooter in a shopping mall in Wisconsin, and she wasn't aware of how far away I am from where that happened. But here she called me from Norway. I need to know, are you okay? You weren't anywhere near there or nothing, were you? Nah. And I told her, I said, oh yeah, it had me nervous. I was 250 miles close to it. It's 6-hour drive between me and that shooter. We have a shooting like that up here. They don't call it a mass shooting. They don't call it active shooter, nothing like that. They just call it a domestic. Yeah. It's another domestic.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or a Sunday.
Yeah.
Did you know, and I was involved with law enforcement for a spell and had to look at all the stupid stats, but did you know that the highest rate of domestic incidents are Sunday afternoons?
Well, that's because people have to go back to work in the morning.
Exactly. They're grumpy because they got to go back to work. They didn't have a good weekend. Their wife made them go to church, and they don't want to be there because they know they're going to go to hell anyway. And then they come home, and Sunday dinner didn't go well. They said that out of the domestics that happen on Sundays, over 60% of them happen during or immediately after their Sunday dinner.
Oh, gosh.
So they're getting in these arguments during dinner, And I know that's the way it was in my household for several years. I mean, quite a few years. Sundays. And that Running Water probably can remember me yelling at the top of my lungs, just stop. For God's sakes, it's Sunday. It's supposed to be the day off. Just stop. Jeez, shut up, everybody. God, I get pissed off at everything on Sunday. You had all damn week to bitch me out. Don't do it on Sunday. God. Yep. Oh, yeah. Running Water's heard it all. I mean, I could not sit down. I wouldn't even be watching a ball game or nothing. I'd just be sitting there, just relaxing and going, oh, God, I need this because, man, I'm back to 12-hour days tomorrow. And then all of a sudden, hey, you asshole. What? Oh, God. Oh, shit, that's right. It's Sunday. It's time for everything to go all to hell. And I was terrible about it. I'd forget it all the time. And all of a sudden, I'd just like, oh, no, it's starting. And then, yeah, that's right. It's Sunday. Damn it. That was a statistic I didn't need them to show me. I just, And I told them, guess what? You can put my household on that Sunday list. Your percentage rate just went up. Joe naming them after a neighbor. That's pretty good. Yeah, I've had a few buddies over the years. They got, bull mixes, and good, hefty, tough-looking dogs, and yeah, their names were Tank. I think I've known 4 Tanks over the years, and
yeah, I wasn't going with Tank, but he's the biggest wuss.
oh God!
If you grab onto his paw, and he'll scream like you're breaking it.
This buddy of mine, he come out to camp, and I had never seen his dog up until then, but I had heard about him, and his dog's name was Samson, and it was the biggest Great Dane Black Lab mix you ever saw. That thing was huge, big, nasty looking dog. He gets there, he pulls in with his truck, and he lets Samson out of the truck, and Samson's so friendly, and he comes running right up to me, and I go, well, good to meet you, Samson. And I'm playing with his ears and petting his head, and he's just a happy-go-lucky dog, and all of a sudden the light came on. Oh, shit, my 2 little dogs are out, little Chihuahua and a Shih Tzu, right? And they bark like devils when another dog they don't know shows up. They'll bark like hell for 5 minutes, and then they want to play, right? They come shooting out of nowhere. That big dog started peeing right the second he saw them. He's pissing all over the place, and he's running, and he's jumping against that big truck. He's trying to get in the truck. Oh, what, Nick? But he's pounding against my buddy's truck. And my buddy's yelling at him, Samson, calm down. My little Chihuahua runs up to him. And all she does is sniff the back of his hind leg. He turned and saw her, and he starts whining, and he's running in circles, trying to get away from her and running in circles. And she thought, oh, he wants to play. So she's after him. That poor damn dog was in such a panic and freaking out. And finally, Tom got him in his truck, and he yells at him, you big pussy, and he slams the door. And he walks over, and Tom's face is all red, and I thought, well, it's because Tom got worked up or something. He's embarrassed. He goes, damn, that dog ceases to embarrass me. He said, he's scared to death of any other animal. He said, I had him out in the yard, and he damn near broke my back. I got him on a big, heavy lead, and he says, a squirrel ran down the tree and started chattering. He says, Samson headed for the frickin' house. He said, took me right off my feet, flat on my back, and he says, dragged me across the yard because the squirrel was out there. But if you looked at the dog, you're going, boy, you don't want him tearing into you. Oh no, he wouldn't. He might look like it, but he wouldn't. He's There you go, hot spot. There you go. You get it up to 940 BPS. You're gonna stream good. I run at 115 down, and I'm running at 15 up. And I never have any issues at all.
I think what's actually going on with him is after he hits a certain amount of bandwidth usage, I think he's actually getting
he's bottlenecking.
Yeah, he's bottlenecking.
Yep, throttling. Yeah. And if he gets a consistent 940 and it's running flat, it's consistent bandwidth for him. Shouldn't have any troubles at all. Now, I've seen a lot of people with real low bandwidth and they off of StreamYard. StreamYard is web-based. It's not computer-based, so it doesn't matter how strong your computer is.
Right.
What matters is your bandwidth. If you can, and the thing is you can have very low bandwidth and run StreamYard as long as that bandwidth, even though it's low, is steady. It's stable bandwidth. You need stability in the bandwidth. A lot of people say, well, that guy's uploading at 3 and he's running StreamYard doing lives and he's got panels. Yeah, but you take a look at his internet performance scale, it'll spike up to 3 and it stays flat at 3 constant. It might go up and down, 0.1, 0.4, but that's it. It's at 3 constant. That's why it's working so good on StreamYard. It's because it needs the bandwidth stability actually more than the size of the bandwidth. So,
well, you saw it when I had that internet problem. Mine was actually with an actual issue with the line. I would be perfect. I mean, because even when I would run a speed test, even then, and I was getting my download speeds were in the 800, and my upload was.
How the fuck you get an 800 download? Are you paying $250 a month for that?
No, it's like, well, with all the TV stuff we have, it's probably like 1 something, but we have
because Spectrum doesn't even offer 800.
Yes, they do. That's
bullshit. Not unless you're corporate, not unless you're commercial.
That's who I've got.
Then you're mistaking what your rate is, because I had, and I got rid of it because I don't need it. It's wasted bandwidth. But the highest you can get from Spectrum is 400 non-commercial. You go higher than 400, it's commercial. And you can argue with me all fucking day you want.
I'm on their website right now.
Well, you go ahead and I'll pull it up too. No, I don't even want to go there, Joe. No.
Yeah,
all right, let's change the subject. You're a sexy bitch. Oh, God, Joe. You are one sexy bitch, I'm telling you. God damn.
They're up to 940 now. Yeah, they're up to 940 now.
They went up to 940? When did they fucking do that? Because it was less than 30 days ago that I tried to upgrade and it wasn't available.
So it's been at least a year here in Colorado, because we've had it.
How the fuck can it at least be a year there when I got my fucking Spectrum a year and a half ago, and I've been and it took me for fucking ever to get them to downgrade me from 400, because of course they don't want to let you go.
Because both me and my wife work, and we have a federal virtual private network we have to get on. So we have to have the bandwidth.
Okay, see, and that would now a year ago, I could have gotten 940 if I had a commercial account. I could not get it as a residential speed. You could not get it.
Yeah, but here in Colorado, that's what it was. That's our residential plan.
Yeah, it's up to 940 in select areas.
Select areas. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So we're both right and we're both wrong.
Yeah.
You sexy bitch.
Yeah. Now for us up in Ashland, we'll hit the 940 in 2035.
Fuck yourself. I won't be here.
We're usually about 2-3 decades behind everyone else.
Yeah, they're starting to upgrade all of the lines because
well, see, that's why I'm concerned. We got fiber right to this building. We got fiber in this building. So why isn't it offered here? Why can I not get that shit here?
Who owns the fiber?
Spectrum.
Spectrum owns it?
Yes. They did all of the city of Ashland, all the way out to the Bad River Reservation, and all the way up to the Red Cliff Reservation.
I would double check that, because
I'm glad we're having this conversation, because Spectrum don't like me when I get on the phone. I got a phone call to make.
Look at Goop. They just got fiber hooked up to his house, so that's why he's able to upgrade now. Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah. See, and the thing is this building's been on fiber since 2009.
it might be an old fiber line. That might be the reason.
No, don't go there, because
No.
I was one of the financiers for the fiber project in Ashland. So don't even go there on, it's old equipment. Bullshit. It was pure top of the fucking line, and it still is. Look at Running Water nodding his head. He knows. He lives in this town, same town I do. The fiber in this town is there's nothing on the market that will make this better than it already is. And there's reason for that. It's because of the governmental units, the large tribal governmental units that are here. They got to have the highest fucking possible internet speeds. They got to have fiber. They got to have the one tribe I worked for had 1,800 terminals to our central server. I mean, and those sons of bitches are running all day long to governmental file servers. They got to be instantaneous. I mean, you can't have a glitch anywhere. There can't be a hiccup. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Our three main high schools along the bay there, they're highly dependent on the fiber optic classes because to supplement their education.
What about all the tech courses out at WITC? They gotta have it out at WITC. They're nationally accredited for their technical courses and studies. And the thing is Spectrum doesn't care about the fucking residential here. They don't. They look at all of that high-end commercial that they deal with. And so this conversation, I like it because I'm going to rip them a new fucking asshole. Texas Hotspot, that is so awesome of you. Thank you.
Welcome back, Lazy Nate. Yeah, because I just ran a speed test and I'm at 642 download and 39.8 upload.
See, the thing is, unless you truly need it, I don't want to pay for it. Because when I was at 400, there wasn't a fucking thing in the world I couldn't just click on and fuckers right there. And I'm running at I'm running at about 55 to 60 down or up, and then I thought, well, wait a minute, what the fuck, this ain't right. So I downgraded, and I downgraded to 100. It's considered 120, and I run about 15, 16 up. I never have trouble uploading at all.
That might be why you don't have an issue, even though your speeds aren't. You don't have the highest speed because you have that consistent, no hiccup.
Yeah, it is. It's very stable. It's very stable. When I run my Spectrum speed test, it's flat. I mean, once it hits, it'll bounce up and down for about the first 5 minutes, and then boom, it's like it locks in and it's just flat for hours. It'll just stay flat. So if it says I'm uploading at 15, it's always it's not fluctuating off of 15.
Right.
And
yeah, well, that's because you're on the lower end of what their potential is. So you're not having to worry about those, peaks and valleys.
Well, and I don't
at the peak performance.
where you're getting
trying to do 4K and stuff like that.
You don't get the peaks and valleys in that high end except during peak load, and when these government agencies and all the schools in the region are all loading up. I mean, they're just pounding the system.
Yeah.
Then you see those fluctuations. It's not nice and flat. It fluctuates. It's still high, just faster than shit, but it still fluctuates because there's so much load back and forth. But they're just we
were getting a bottleneck at the actual post, which is like literally right outside my house.
Oh yeah.
But on the VPN. course, it's got to go through all the extra firewalls and crap. But it would go along. I actually ran a ping test for half an hour, and about between 2 and 7 minutes, it was no exact time, the ping would go from 18 to 350 down to 18, and that was enough to kick me out of everything.
Really?
Oh yeah, I called customer service and told him what was going on. He's like, "Well, I ran a packet test. You're fine." I was like, "No, we're still having an issue." Tech came out, said, "Well, you're right. You're having an issue right here."
Right at the post. Yeah.
I was like,
see, we had that happen out at the reservation. Oh fuck, they calling me, and my IT guys out there, they were aces, boy. Those guys were awesome. And I give them a call and say, "Get my office. We got a conference call to go over." What's that? Well, our pharmacy. Now, Indian Health Services is a huge, huge operation, and everything is so freaking regulatory. It's pathetic. And if they don't, they were the very first agency on our reservation that I got fiber to, because we were getting all these nasty audit findings from the federal government because of our Indian Health Service programs. And it's just, we can't properly monitor you. We get fiber in there, and that's the kind of shit that was happening. You know, they were bottlenecking, and when they put the fiber in, they're just pulling their hair out. What? We don't know why you're doing that. We don't know. Our IT guys got a hold of a couple of their IT guys sitting in my office. I just sat back and listened to that conversation. It was so funny listening to them guys talking back and forth. And it was just like there was 4 of them, and 2 in my office and 2 wherever they were. And it was just like one would say something, another one would add to it, then another one would add to it, and then it was, we got to get out there to that. We got a post out there. We got to get out to that post. It's all right there. And that was the same kind of situation. Spectrum's tech guys come out there. Shit, they weren't out there for 45 minutes. Yeah. All of a sudden, that fucking clinic's running spotless. It's clean. And they said, yeah, it was at the post. It was at the post. And I told them, I said, I'll tell you what, I did not like the idea that it cost me $187,000 fucking dollars to tap into your goddamn fiber optic out there at the highway and run it all the way into the tribal office and then not have it work. 185 grand just for the fucking cabling project. It had nothing to do with the posts or anything else. But you know, I'll tell you what, if you're on the physical infrastructure logistics end of it, it's kind of funny, because they tell you, if we ever see you within 100 yards of that fucking fiber optic line with a backhoe, we'll shoot at you. Yeah, okay, guys. So I went so far as I made them go out and put brass capped markers following that fucking fiber optic off the reservation. That was, they go, "Why are you doing that, Sty?" I said, "Nobody's ever digging near that fucking line. Cost you almost $250,000 to get that fucking line in here, and you're gonna accidentally dig it up with a goddamn backhoe? No, not happening."
Yeah, our fiber line got shot by a 22.
Oh.
Did it?
Yep. And the reason why they knew what caliber it was is because the bullet was still stuck in the line when they found it.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, see, they went underground with all of ours, and they said that was why, is they were afraid of people shooting the line.
No, it was
or cutting at the post.
Yeah. Well, not like here, but it was like out literally by the train track. So the only thing I can think of is someone was shooting at some critter that was harassing.
Or is it one of those junction boxes that they put in?
Yeah, it was a junction box.
Yeah. Or else they were just shooting. Look at the box.
Right.
You know, some poor dumb moron shooting the wrong box. And that's these guys. It was really weird. I watched them at the one junction box here in Ashland, and I'm looking in there, and you see the extra loops of cable they have. And I asked them, why all the excess cable in that box? And they said, it's probably a waste of material, but if anything happens at the box, we hope that it happens short enough that we can cut that line and tap it back.
Yeah.
That we got enough cable to do that. They said spare cable is actually a godsend. They said it's not easy to patch fiber.
No,
It
you have to
don't
be
go
able
that
to.
way. It's not like coaxial cable, for Christ's sake. Yeah. And people, well, you can't blame them. I mean, that's getting up there quite a ways in the thought process. People are thinking, oh, it's just a cable.
No, it's not.
Laying there. No, that's not.
You can destroy a piece of fiber, just regular fiber cable, just by squeezing it and folding it. You can destroy it.
Yep. That's why all of the underground, it's all conduited, and that's half-inch thick walled PVC type pipe that's in, because it's gotta go in there gently, and like the piece they ran into the tribe, that was, I think it was 2.3 miles, and it cost us almost $200,000 to run it. Fiber's not cheap. I mean, and they said fiber's not cheap because there's times they'll have to lay 3 times because they'll damage a couple in the process, and they have to pull it all and rerun. And they said, so there's, in a sense, a lot of waste to get fiber in properly. So they got to cover all that cost. But to me, it was the tribe's money, so money wasn't an issue. I just want I just want the fiber, and I don't give a shit about everything between here and there. You, whatever it costs, get it right. Just get it goddamn right. Yeah.
Yeah, pain in the butt hauling that fiber too.
Yeah.
With all oversight that we have, and the checking and double checking and triple checking, as we're loading, as we're securing, before we get out, they're out there taking pictures of everything. Then we get to the destination, it's the same thing, checking it all out.
Yeah.
Pays good. We get an extra bonus for hauling it, but
well, guys, God, I hate to do it, man. I hate to do it. But we're over the 3-hour mark.
Oh yeah.
And this is one time where this old boy can actually say that he has to physically call it a night. My ass hurts so bad. I mean, my hip joints feel like they're just locked up. It's rough. It's rough.
I tell you what, I'm hurting all over.
Yeah, you work hard.
I can handle it all day.
Oh yeah. That's one thing I could do when I was driving over the road, man. I could sit in that truck all damn day long, all night long, and my ass never hurt. Come home and sit in a regular chair for 3 hours and I'm crippled. And I said that one night running water. If I could have gotten a goddamn air ride seat out of my Freightliner and brought it in here, bolt that bitch right here at my studio, God, I'd be one happy cat. I could stream for 14 hours. Yeah. Yeah. That thing would be so comfortable. Shit, I missed that seat. Never thought of that. I should, yeah. I thought, if you had a good electric compressor and you had it insulated well enough to keep it quiet to air that seat up, you could put casters under the base of that seat and have one for a studio chair, couldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you got the adjustable armrest. And now they got the lumbar support. Like prearranged lumbar support, massage, heat. Nice and comfortable seats.
Yeah. I didn't have the vibrating massage. I didn't have the heat, but I had the adjustable lumbar. You just hit the button.
Yeah. See, I don't have the heated massage yet. I get that this year with my new truck. Because I'm hitting my 1,000,000 miles. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my prize for hitting. Getting 1,000,000 miles accident free. Yay.
Yeah. Hey.
I get a vibrating butt. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna shake your ass for that. Yeah. It don't take much to get a trucker excited anyway. Hey guys, it's been a great night. It's been a great night. I want to thank two of my sweetest. But I should call it a night. Two of my sweetest supporters up here.
You're welcome.
Shut up, you.
Hey,
Shut up, you sexy bitch. You be quiet down there. So, my love out to these two great ladies. You two fellas, thanks for hanging out for the night. It's awesome. We had a great time. So everybody knows, I will not see you Thursday night. I am not streaming Thursday. So
that's right. Oh.
I
sweetheart Sty.
I was looking and for as long as I've been streaming now, all this time, I've only missed. I think it's been a total of 4 campfires around the campfires Thursday nights, and I've only missed 2 Sty Story Sundays in over a year and a half. So I think I'm still batting 100.
Yeah.
And all of those that I missed were due to I was out camping, so doing content. So this one is just selfish. I'm just taking the day off. I thought, well, I'll take Thanksgiving off, being that I'll be on all day Christmas Day. So doesn't mean I won't be around. Just means there is no around the campfire this Thursday. But I will see you next Sunday for sure. Absolute sure. And so with that, all you wonderful folks, let's dance our way the hell out of here tonight. And I'll see you all next Sunday. Have a good week.
Night,
love you. Look at oh, he's waiting for that exit, that dancing exit. There we go. We're out of here.